What the hell? Alright. What's going on here? Hold on. Give me a second here. Just noticed that top of my image is showing. So let's try this. Yeah. That did it. Alright, what's up? Back after having a week off. Had some family in town. Went down to the beach. Got a little too much sun. But it's all good. Let me check something here. Turn the color correction off from the... I switched back to my Logitech camera and I didn't check it fully, but yeah, what's going on? Let's see if anybody's here. A little discombobulated here, just was in a conversation with somebody about home theater stuff, and I was like, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. So you guys can hear me, hopefully. And oh shit, I need my headphones so I can hear the guys. Hold on, I can't remember where I put them. Luckily no one's here yet. Well, I would have figured it out sooner. Shit. I don't know where those went. I took them out for something I was doing. Retro, I can't hear my headphones. I can't find my earbuds. So, if you're here and you can talk, I gotta go look for them. What's up, Lenny? Yeah, I'm gonna go look for my headphones real quick. I'll be right back. Let me turn my camera off.
Why did you say hi to Lenny? Does it mean we're already live? I have no idea.
It does go. What did I do with them?
I'm gonna check if we're actually live already.
You guys can probably hear me. I forgot to mute my mic. So, Retro, if you can hear me, I gotta go find my headphones.
Okay, taking that statement, I guess that we are live. Welcome to the Solo Retro Podcast. Exclusive good opinions. None of that Super Mario Sunshine hate here with all those bastards not present.
Garbage ass game. I came in just in time for some Super Mario Sunshine. Hey, look at that shit. Look at that shit.
I was like, I'm the only one here, I think. So I was like, none of those garbage opinions, none of that Sunshine hate. And then you drop it. Let's show you some fucking Sunshine hate, bitch. Can't believe it was already live and shit. Lenny, Juice doesn't have a mic. He can't hear shit.
Hello.
Fuck is that? Somebody's grandma's on.
So what?
There's some hello in the background.
That's my wife, bro. Call her grandma.
Oh shit.
Somebody called you a grandma and you said hello and shit in the background.
You know we're live. We're live, yo.
Yeah.
I know. I couldn't remember where I put my
Like,
headphones.
"Hello."
I moved my
He
microphone.
just called my wife a grandma. Oh.
That'll be clipped one day in the future.
Just like all the other retro receipts you've been clipping.
Exactly.
Hey, man. I'm glad Robert's listening to these podcasts. He's finding some interesting, or bringing up some interesting things that we said in the past.
Yeah, it's always like some receipts, some funny shit. Like I love when he shares those clips.
Getting exposed in this moment.
What's up, guys? Ayers, I'm glad Ayers is here because I gotta say something.
Oh boy.
Oh,
boy.
man.
I wish
We
Ayers.
gonna have to defend. We gonna have to defend Donkey Kong today, yo.
I wish Ayers was right all this time because I'd feel a lot better if Donkey Kong Bonanza was made by the same guys that did New Super Mario Brothers 2 or one of the handheld games because
God damn.
I'm at 701. I'm just not feeling this game at all still. Like the jungle area I will say is the first area that I actually felt like was a aesthetically I was very happy when I got to that area. I was like, this area looks really cool, but there's just nothing clicking with me. The boss fights are just simple 30-second, 40-second things are over. I don't know, man. I'm waiting. I hear all this. Everyone loves this game of the year contender, and it just is not clicking with me. And it's just so strange because
That's crazy about boss fights though, because I mean you haven't played it, but Kirby and the Forgotten Land had some crazy hard boss fights, man.
one of the
Hold on,
things
Retro. Don't listen to Juice, bro. You're not gonna agree with this guy. Why are you?
this is the guy that said Odyssey wasn't as good of a platformer as Ratchet and Clank. I would be shocked if Retro doesn't have.
No, like yeah, but there's still a difference between even Odyssey in this game in terms of like how you approach and stuff. He's not gonna just walk around. He's gonna be smashing things.
Well,
and he's
yeah, I
gonna
mean
enjoy
the
it.
game itself, but as far as the boss fights, and unless something changes, like you just punch, and I mean 30 seconds. Maybe there was one that took me almost a minute, and it's just like this is all you do.
Well, that's my thing. Is that I was saying that I wish they were a little bit longer, but I love the boss fights.
I mean,
Like, I think
you just
so
dodge,
fucking
he
cool.
drops, you punch, he drops, you punch, and he's dead. Like, I don't know what's there to love about
Well,
it.
it's kind of how most action games were when you punch something until it dies.
I know, but it
that
has
goes with-
the one, I think it was the third one, the one that just drops down with like the square shows you where it's going to hit. Like, that's his one move. That's all he did. Is like, then you punch him till you get to the core, and you punch the little face thing.
I mean,
Like,
again, I know you are still early on, but I don't think anything's gonna change your mind anyway. But there are some really cool later boss
I mean,
fights
a
that you
fun,
won't find
challenging
very
boss
cool.
fight would change my mind. I don't know why even.
Yeah, but my thing is, unfortunately, especially listening back to all these podcasts, of these years of you down on so many games, I just don't, you already, when it was revealed, all this stuff, it was clearly not like going to be up your alley, and it's just not up your alley, unfortunately. And I don't know if realistically, I just don't see how it'll change because, that's the gameplay loop, and I love it. I mean, I'm almost 100% in the whole game. I'm on what the one of the few last layers, 100%ing
I mean,
it.
Visor has a
And
good
I
point.
find it more fun to 100% this game than Odyssey because what I like about this game is you could go to the shop and get like banana maps and stuff. So instead of kind of like scourging trying to find the last few moon stuff, it's nice to have them all laid out so you could just go and you're constantly moving on the move and just having fun. And I'm loving
It's got
it.
an Odyssey like
Absolutely
thing though.
disagree with Visor's stunt, man. Nintendo is fucking great at
No,
boss
I mean,
fights.
they have
Sometimes
good boss
they don't put
fights,
as much
but
effort. You have like Zelda, Kirby, like the old school Donkey Kongs. They've always had great fucking boss fights. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
wouldn't say
enjoy a lot of
always.
boss fights.
They've had good
Splatoon-
boss fights, but
Splatoon
they
boss
also
fights-
they've
Splatoon
also
boss
had
fights
some
fuck
pretty
off.
lame boss fights. Like,
But yeah, like I said, sometimes you have some
Yeah,
easier.
but- yeah, but hold on, hold on, but-
overall, come on.
Like in Kirby's
Overall,
and the
they're
Forgotten Boss
pretty
fight.
overall, they're pretty consistent, I'd say.
I would say the boss fights are usually the weakest part of like a 3D Mario game for the most part. I would think. I mean, I would say for me.
The
What?
Bowser 64 boss fights are like iconic, man.
You're talking about for the boss fights for 3D Mario? Get out of here, bro.
I would
All
say
the
for-
Galaxy ones, older guys.
There's some great
Dino
ones. I'm saying
Crisis.
just overall,
Juice
like
is just angry about pulling tentacles, man.
I agree with you when you talk about Sunshine. It was-
I think honestly, I think some of them might be cool in scope and stuff, but then I feel like they do the tried and true, get it to its weak spot, hit it till it gets back up 3 times. Like they do that, I think a little too often. They've relied on that over the years, but it's nothing wrong with it. It's just
Hey man, they didn't do that with Donko Bonanza,
No,
but
I
you
mean-
had care for it. So,
But
I don't know.
like if it got to like a Splatoon final boss fight, I'm not gonna, just because I'm not like feeling the game. So I'm like, oh yeah, that boss fight was still like
Jesus.
if it's
Well,
gonna
I
be
would be
insane.
stunned. I will be stunned if you don't care for the final boss fight at least. If you don't,
I'm
I
just
just
hoping, like I'm hoping for more because
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I would say the one in the snow area was the most interesting, where it like made
was.
it made its own little snow
Mhm.
path and climbed up. That's the first one I actually had to, do
I
something
thought
other
that was
than
very cool.
dodge and
You
punch.
didn't.
So
Well, I mean, at
I
least
thought that one was the best one for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you still have like 12 worlds to go. You got a lot of worlds. Not like you're like there's a lot of.
well,
it's
yeah,
a big
I
game.
just got the
Mario
bird.
Sunshine.
I just got the ostrich or whatever.
Man,
So I have
Yeah, but
three.
even then, that's the. I mean, like legit. You
Yeah, I
still
felt
got,
like that's the beginning of the game. Like you get the
11
three
11
main
world
power ups, and then I feel like that's where the game was gonna like take off. I'm hoping anyway.
If you're not care, I just don't see how you're gonna get. I just don't see it like.
Yeah, I think
don't see
Retrodeath's
it.
probably gonna agree with me because we had a similar feeling
No
of
chance.
Super Mario World or Super Mario Wonder. There's no level design for the most part in these first like
yeah.
5 or 6.
But-
People
Oh,
say
that's
there's level design. There is, if you just do the main objective. There's not much. There's hardly anything really as far as platforming level design.
Did you not see that one guy's video where he just fucking curved
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
crazy
mean,
all
there's-
the way through the goddamn level?
There's people
And
that
again,
are
that's
taking
just your
advantage. That's
freedom
where
of
I'll say it's.
expression it gives you.
I can't give it like the Astrobot basic gameplay complaint because people are finding ways to do all kinds of crazy stuff.
No,
and-
surfing and fucking all
Yeah.
kinds of shit all the way through the goddamn. It was amazing. It was
That's
amazing.
like, I
It's
mean, that's
nuts.
speedrunner stuff. That I mean, a lot of games
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
find
but
ways.
I still move again. I move around the world constantly rolling, just doing crazy shit. Like
Yeah.
it's fun as fuck. And yeah, you could technically like maybe that's why retro maybe how you could technically just walk around and do nothing like in Odyssey apparently.
Yeah, one of
But
the
at the end of the day,
layers,
like,
I was like, I'm just gonna go to the set path and like, yeah, I mean, I would say the same thing I said about Horizon Forbidden West. If you just do the main story stuff and don't do any of the extra stuff, you're really missing out. I think if someone were to play just with Breath of the Wild, same thing. If you just like landed, got the 3 or 4 bananas, whatever I mean, it's 3 or 5, and then went and talked to somebody, told you where to go, you went to that spot, told you where to go, told you where that spot, did the thing, dropped down. Like, I mean, I think that would be pretty lackluster. But the fact that there is so much
I
freedom
disagree
to
because
do.
I wasn't 100%ing it until I went back after I finished the game and I wanted to actually go back and redo stuff. Like I did mostly like the main stuff until I finished the game. I disagree.
The thing that the split where you could decide which way to go, where you would hit the one color and it would fill the other one. That was like the first thing for me. I was like, all right, that's a cool thing where you have to like decide which path and you punch the color and then it fills the other one. Like, to me, that was like the first like moment where I was like, all right, I was starting to feel something there. But I don't know, it's just weird because if being the main 3D Mario team, I just, even though I never was like blown away by the first trailer, I still had hope that they would pull it off for me. And then all the praise I heard, I was like, holy shit. Like, the day I picked it up, all I heard was how amazing it was, how amazing the level design was, how just creative and stuff the game was. So it's just a bummer that so far, I mean, like you said, the ending's great. I've heard other people say the ending's great, so that could leave
Yeah,
me
but
on a high note.
also the beginning, middle, and end are great. And if you don't care for it, I don't think you're gonna care for the end. I just look. At the end of the day, like even where you're at, like the forest one with the ostrich, I love the whole hotel stuff and just the whole design of all that. And then you
Yeah,
got
that's the first area I've really liked. Like,
throwing the little bean to make like trees out of it. That shit's fucking cool. And you don't notice that in any other layer. It's just like in the other 3D Marios where every single layer has their own distinct feel and thing. And it's fantastic level design. And yes, it is amazing.
The game is more Jack and Daxter than it is Mario Odyssey. It's more of a platform.
I actually feel
game.
more Splatoon and ARMS like energy from this, like all the presentation stuff. I get way more Splatoon and ARMS feelings than anything 3D Mario. Like, just from the everything that out the whole interface, the presentation, the UI, the noises, it all to me. I like. There's been times where like, that's right out of Arms, ain't it?
Well,
Like that noise.
It's very like also because you got to be versed in Donkey Kongism. There's a lot of even like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat in this shit, like presentation wise, which I rather appreciate. Some of the like in your face kind of, banana. That's from Donkey Kong 64, but the way it's presented on the screen feels more like DK Jungle Beat to me. A lot of stuff in this game feels like that to me.
And still to the obviously the zebra and what is it? Is it the ostrich? Is that what it's the actual name of it? Those songs stick in my head just because I don't even half the time she's not even singing lyrics, right? It's not even like it's like gibberish at times. Yeah, that part. But then there's also like some gibberish in there, I believe.
I did think there is too. Yeah, I think there's some gibberish.
Yeah, those are catchy. Those are catchy songs for sure. But everything else, the only other music that stands out is the Donkey Kong Country original music that plays in parts. Like for me, it's just weird. It's so weird. Like it's like I don't hear there's like no music ever until the transformations, and then when I hear the classic music, and I'm like, and then it just hits me. It's weird.
You don't hear any music?
It's like doesn't even have music most of the time for me. I don't know what it is. It's like, it's strange. And that's the way for me in a lot of games, like Elden Ring. Everybody talks about how great the music is. Like I don't even remember the music other than the main theme when you boot the game.
What music? I hear shit.
When you're so like worried about not dying in these boss fights, I can't hear the music. But anyway. I want to talk about.
Well, I'll say I'm towards the end of 100%ing it, and I've just been having a blast, man. Like I still play. I've been playing for like 3 hours, and I'm like, all right, let me stop, and I end up playing another 3 hours. I love the fucking game.
So
it's so fucking addictive.
It is super fun.
The best game I've played on my Switch 2 had a Sega logo in the beginning. So, what are the odds? What would anybody have guessed that?
Wait, what?
That Shinobi demo is the best new game I've played on the Switch 2, for me, in my opinion. It's amazing.
Yeah, Nintendo don't give a fuck. They release a goddamn console. They don't care. And can we talk about some new games that come into this year? Can we get some release?
No release. I mean, Pokemon is that now it's doing a bundle. Guessing it's a digital. I don't know if the Switch has any. Does the Switch itself have any Pokemon theme? I didn't look that hard. It's just the game.
No, just the game.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just like the Mario Kart bundle.
And so it'd be like, if you didn't buy a Switch 2 yet, that would be your way to get Pokemon for 50 instead of 70 or whatever it's going to be. Assuming could be 80. The Switch 2 edition.
That fucking Pokemon.
It was confirmed to be 70.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Shinobi's freaking amazing. Like it's everything I liked about that Prince of Persia game, but more. Like there's just in the demo, there's one really challenging. Like just use your double jump and your dash to get through spikes and stuff, and it probably took me 20 tries, I would say, to finally get past it. And it's like, man, this is only the first area, the first level of the demo. Like that game's really good. It looks like the Switch 1 version, I'm assuming. It doesn't look very sharp. Does not look like a Switch 2 game, in my opinion, like resolution-wise and stuff, but it's still a great game. It plays great. And, yeah, I was impressed the first time they showed it. And, so, yeah, if you got... I don't know if it's available on Switch 1 as a demo, but I'm assuming it's coming to Switch 1. I'd be shocked if it didn't.
I can't enjoy this system in handheld because the screen is just awful.
It's so blurry. Like I will say,
somebody told me the screen is terrible.
I didn't notice any of the ghosting, but I
don't see it. But
I did notice quite a bit of what do they call that, shimmering in handheld mode when I played Shinobi. I started it in handheld mode. that
I like
game.
that Juice was like joking about not wanting a Switch for all these reasons, and now he has it, and he's like, "Well, actually, it's all kind of true." And he's got nothing to fucking play till
I
the
got stuff to
Switch
play,
one
but-
game Metroid comes out in a few months.
Goddamn, exactly.
I mean, I
Goddamn.
got
Oh, that's a Switch.
We don't
That's
even
still
know-
a Switch
I got
2
almost
game,
30
man.
hours in
You
Mario
gotta say
Kart.
it's a Switch 2 game.
Nah, let's switch one.
I got a good amount of
No,
time in Mario Kart.
They
It's
built
an
that
enhanced
thing.
Switch one game, man.
I'll tell you though, like in all honesty,
Alright,
like
so even if it was, you're going to go back and play it on Switch 1?
Oh, I'm not. I'm saving till I have a Switch 2. I'm not buying it on Switch 1.
Why? It's
absolutely
a
not.
Switch 1
What game?
It makes no
Yeah,
sense.
but I
Prime?
want the enhanced version.
The Switch
for
one
the
game with
Switch.
What
enhancements.
enhanced? What's the enhancement?
You had the
Nothing
better-
like Prime.
you had the better box
What's the
art though on the
enhancements, bro?
Switch
It's a
One.
Switch 1 game.
Yeah, there's.
Come on, come on. Stop playing.
It is
What's
a
the
Switch 1 game with
So
enhancements.
just play it on Switch 1. What are you waiting for? I don't
Because
see
I
what's
want
the
the
point.
enhancements.
I'm gonna play it on Switch 1 Retro because I'm a dumbass.
There, I mean, it's just strange that it doesn't have a release date. So
It is
that,
very strange.
that
Super
developer
strange, man.
direct, I'm
Are
convinced.
we getting into that now?
I'm convinced. There's
Fucking hell
no
with it.
September mainline direct because here's what we don't know. We don't have a release date for Metroid Prime. That could be a release. That could be an announcement trailer, and we don't have Kirby footage.
Yeah.
What else are they going to show unless they dip and start showing stuff in 2026 and they still got
Well,
holiday?
I heard that there
Well,
were 3
Splatoon
games that were
Raiders.
supposed
Yeah.
to be at this show, and they didn't
With
show
no
up.
mention of what the name is. That's
Yeah.
so stupid. I saw that when it was like
It's so dumb to even report
you
that.
could just say that. You could
Well, here's
just
the
say
thing. There's a legitimate reason why you don't say what the name of the game.
I guess yeah, that could be
Because-
the
Yeah.
way.
because
Because
the
fucking
developers
Redcon
would
was
be. The developers, you telling on the developers who snitched on it, you know,
Mhm.
like you can't do that. So I totally get that.
but then
Well-
don't say anything at
man,
all.
you
Don't
gotta give
say anything
something.
at all.
Because it's like, yeah,
No,
see,
no,
Mario
no.
Kart was there, Donkey Kong was there, and you saw a little bit of like Prime. That's like 3 games right there. Man, anybody can say
The
that.
people are saying that they were told by these developers that their game was going to be there, and it wasn't. So I don't know if that was too efficient. They were trying to find out who leaking.
It could
Maybe
be.
that was it could be
That
yeah,
one
that's
dude
That's what you do.
faked to see how leaks spread. He faked a direct. No, I forget his name. Wolfden.
Oh,
No, it wasn't Wolfden.
Wood. No,
It was
Wood.
Wood.
Come
Beat 'em
on,
up.
Wood. Beat them up.
Beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch the video to see.
Me neither. I didn't see the watch.
It's
but I
probably
know he
interesting
did.
though. People were mad about it. I'm like, to me that's a valid. Hey, I'm making a video.
Yeah.
It's not like he was trying to
Yeah.
fool people. He just wanted to
People
see.
are mad anyway when there's a fake leak and it's not coming out, and people get mad. It's the
Really.
stupidest
I
shit.
hate when people get mad over fake expectations, like fake
Yeah.
reveals, like
doing
Zelda
it to yourself.
Switch Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be in this direct, and then it isn't. You're disappointed because somebody just said it.
Because you're an idiot and you believe people.
But I don't see them doing a mainline direct in September just to.
Well, do you think they could do that? And
Yeah,
just
you say
start
that.
showing off 2026.
I mean, they could show some early 2026 games for
You
sure.
say that, but I didn't see them doing a direct for Switch, and then a week later,
Yeah.
or whatever it was, doing it. So I don't know what Nintendo
When did
gonna
they do
at this
Luigi's
point, bro.
Mansion 3? Was that a September? Or I think that might have been like a November direct they did that year in 2018.
Oh,
might
you're
have
talking
been.
about like it was like a year before
When they revealed
or it
Luigi's
was-
Mansion 3, I think it was a November direct before they kind of
Oh,
settled
yeah.
in on September's. I could see that. I just don't think
I
we're
didn't.
going to get a September one personally.
I didn't see Nintendo releasing a console in June. I mean, like
Mhm.
that. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do at this point.
I
That
didn't
is-
think they
it's-
would show Age
yeah.
of Calamity again without a release date. Like that. shit.
Right.
without a release date. They're weird as fuck.
And just
called
to say it,
Winter.
that was I'm sorry, but like
Winter.
I'm like the one who's like always fucking excited about the Warriors games. How Warriors love these games. That was a shit fucking trailer, man. There was no need to be there.
That trailer was kind of whack.
Yeah, I got no
It's-
no
got nothing
vibes
from that
of
shit.
like excitement. They didn't really show too much new either. Like,
Oh, that was like some random clips. Like, what was that? It was just stupid.
Well, I'm
Just to
curious
say
about,
like the canon story. You're like, okay.
Well, well, I did notice it. Are they going a little bit more in the way of like Persona 5 Strikers, where you could kind of like walk around, do stuff that's not just battles and stuff? It like I don't. Is that what they're trying to point at? Like how
I
Zelda's
hope
like
so,
walking
because
around.
that
You're like
sounds-
walking around in the field. You know what I'm talking about?
I wouldn't mind
I know
almost like
you
a.
mean like the scene where they're walking with the light. I know what you mean. Like, I don't think that's gonna be too much in there.
Walking simulator ass shit.
No, but I like that. I like Persona 5 Strikers a lot. The fact that it's like you know, I mean that's a little
It's
bit
gonna be
too.
a Warriors game, so I doubt this is gonna
Yeah.
have a lot of what you think it's gonna have, though.
It's
Yeah.
gonna have RPG elements.
Because in general, with the Warriors gameplay, you don't have time to look around and like walk around a bit and shit. You know, your bases are gonna be gone.
Well,
like,
that's what
the
I'm
whole
saying.
point.
That's
I-
why I'm like, are they trying to say that there's some in between section
It
stuff?
could have
you
been
know?
like some in-game cutscene stuff, probably.
I
No,
heard
but
it might have.
it looked like walking. Like they were like she was following. Like you were following some. I don't know. It looked like there might
Yeah.
have been something, and I hope there is
Yeah.
personally. But
It
I
would be
think
cool,
so,
of
man.
course.
A YouTuber told me, he gave me the essence of playing to tell me that it might have RPG elements, and to not sleep on Kirby Air Riders because it's Sakurai. So Sakurai will do some crazy stuff with Kirby Air Riders.
I mean,
So-
hey, I fucking love Kirby
Don't
Air Riders
sleep.
on the GameCube, man.
although I
But
would
this is coming
personally
from some
agree. I mean, like
GameCube
because
hating
it's
scores,
Sakurai.
just shitting on Sunshine, shitting on Kirby Air Riders and shit while he's pulling up
I'm
the
not
games
shitting
and
on
shit.
Kirby Air Riders. I'm just saying it ain't moving my excitement meters. That's for sure.
What about the
Especially when you
Sonic?
see nothing.
Isn't that Sonic game supposed to be coming out? That wasn't in the partnership direct.
The Cross Worlds.
Yeah, the racing game.
Oh yeah, Crossworlds.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, there's a lot of stuff that wasn't in it. That's
A lot of
coming
stuff
out,
that
you
went
know?
in there. No Xbox. No
Very
Xbox
strange
port.
about that.
Everybody was
Well,
expecting all kind of Xbox
It'd
ports.
be one
coming.
thing if it's a developer we're not sure when they got development kits, but games we
Yeah.
already knew that are coming out relatively soon,
Right.
like
That's different, right?
Yeah, but I guess I mean, like, you're gonna show off Cross Worlds. They just had their big, like, thing at Summer Game Fest and stuff. Like, I don't think you really. I mean, I guess you could just show more tracks. I
I'm
don't know.
just surprised it wasn't there more than anything.
I love the like 2D HD games and shit, but my excitement meter isn't gonna run with like 5 fucking 2D HD games, with half of which we already knew. You know what
Well,
I mean?
that one. Well, we didn't know about both of the last two. But the
I'm
whole idea
excited
with
for the Legend of Albert, or whatever. What is
Elliot.
it?
Elliot.
What was the
actually
other
said that. I
one?
think
What
that
was the
looks-
was
I
there
think it looked pretty good.
what was the other one?
I like that. Yeah. I'm just
Legend of
making
Albert,
fun of the
man.
name. That's all. I'm just
Yeah.
No,
making
no,
fun
it's
of
a
the name.
crazy name. The Adventures of Elliot, the something time tales or something.
Yeah.
Terrell.
What was the other game? That was it Octopath 3 or something?
T Whistle.
Octopath
Octopath
Zero.
Zero.
Octopath Zero.
Zero.
Get it right, man. Not 3, 0.
That's my thing is when I look back at the direct, I ain't gonna lie, I look and I'm like, okay, that was actually kind of solid because for me personally, like the way I view
I
it,
think everything is solid, and even
No,
though
no, no, no.
Man.
I'm like, look,
My shits
Monster
are
Boy
solid.
3
I was gonna
Sorry.
say the only thing was solid was my stool that night after the direct. That was it.
What? No,
Did
no,
anybody
look,
else?
look,
Did
no,
anybody
no,
else
look,
feel
look,
like they
look,
just
look,
watched the Switch One partnership direct? Like I know there was Switch
No,
One.
Really?
It just
no,
felt like they
because
are
look,
not
again,
branching out. They're just trying to repeat the exact same formula of
that
Switch One. That's
isn't
what it felt like
true.
to
In the
me.
end of the day,
Where
at the
was
end
the
of the
big
day,
third part? Where was the big other Star Wars
wouldn't-
Outlaws? Obviously, we already knew about.
well, also, I mean, once
And
they-
it looked
they-
terrible, by the way.
It-
It.
I thought it looked
looked
alright on my phone,
terrible.
but I didn't look on my TV.
Did you
Oh,
expect
okay. Well,
Chrono
I
go
gotta
back.
look at the
Switch
footage.
two?
I don't know.
Kronos was
Did
a
you
nice
expect-
surprise because that was one of
That
my
was a good.
highlights.
That was a good surprise. Did you
Chronos
expect that
was-
to come on Switch One? No, but I didn't. You know, what I mean, and by the way,
I'm looking forward to that
Chronos-
on my Xbox. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, but you can say that about every third party.
But
game
it starts
ever. But my
off
thing
with
is, like,
another.
Yeah, I'm
Monster
going to say
Hunter
that about every
stories.
third-party game.
No, but my thing is that hold on, because Chronos, I view it as stuff that like typically wouldn't be on Switch One, and that's some obviously
Yeah.
Madden. We knew about Madden, but like that's Madden representation, and then you got Chronos, which I would not expect. You got Borderlands 4, the newest game that essentially is almost day and date. Chronos is day and date, and the release date
First game?
was announced at the Nintendo Direct. That was not known before. So there are things that to me I'm like,
Yeah, there's a couple things,
come
but I
on,
just
no. What
lot
are we
of the-
expecting then? Basically, you got the unique games from Square, which I don't think they should have put the.
I don't know.
final
They
two
just
or
dropped a
three
new
Square
console.
games.
I was expecting a little bit more. pizzazz.
That's
in
what
this
I'm
direct.
thinking.
That's the only. If this was 2026, and I would be fine with this direct. But this is like right after you drop the new console, and you want people jazzed for your console going into the future. I mean, some release date,
what
something. Can
What
I get
was
Release
the-
dates for what?
for stuff that was supposed to come out this goddamn year? Maybe, I don't know. We only have 5 months left in this bitch.
Yeah, but that's a different discussion. I mean, yeah, if it was a Nintendo Direct, sure, but this was a partner showcase. This was not. That wasn't. That was a direct partner showcase. It wasn't about Metroid.
Okay,
Prime
so
4.
they didn't show any Nintendo games.
They showed Hyrule Warriors because it was a partner showcase, but they weren't going to show Metroid Prime 4.
Well,
We
'cause it's
know-
third
what
party,
are we doing here?
technically.
What are we doing here?
Yeah,
We know that wasn't
I'm
gonna
just
happen.
saying I expected more.
Once we got the partner showcase,
Second
and then we
parties.
got stuff that wasn't going to be on Switch One, and literally no one here could tell me that those games would have been on Switch One.
Well,
they're on
Chronos
Switch
one-
2,
those
like,
games
What, you
would've
mean all
been-
those cozy
not
games
all
or
of them, just
RPGs?
like Chronos and Madden that
They wouldn't have been on
that-
Switch One, but that looking back at Switch One in a
How does
similar
that
time
give you a
frame,
little bit of faith, man? What the hell are we doing here?
a
How did
little
that give you a
go
little
back
bit
to
of
the
damn
Switch
faith in it?
Ones the first year, and you got what's that? I didn't like the series, but the Doom, but it was the other game, Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah,
That
Wolfenstein.
was announced pretty early.
Yeah, but this is extra. This is a new studio. This is
Doom was a
got your
surprise.
game of the year.
I know,
Silent
but
Hill
I'm
2,
saying
bro,
back then,
blooper.
similar
What are
time
we doing?
frame.
This is the blooper hill, the Silent Hill guys. Like this is
Well,
this is a new developer onto Switch 2, just like these other franchises that have not been on Switch 2 is now on Switch 2.
But no one, I'm
I
saying
don't
no
know what
one
you
was
One,
expecting
you're not going to buy the
Wolfenstein.
games on Switch 2. Who cares anyway? You're not
No,
really buying
agreed.
the games. But two, it's
That-
also
what does
it's
that
like,
have
it's
to do
like
with
they
judging
showed
a
new
direct?
games. Bro, they showed new games and they showed new developers attached to Switch 2.
But I'm telling
Do
you,
we
that
want, like,
happened in the
Microsoft
Switch
to do it?
One.
But like, it wasn't even a
Hey
big
man,
deal.
don't wave your. Hey, listen, don't wave
yeah.
your pizza in
No
my
one was
face, okay?
expecting Wolfenstein
Relax.
2 and stuff to be
yeah,
announced for
those
Switch
were
1.
big
back then.
surprises.
Yes, because I get that, but that now we
He
have
dropped the pizza,
more
that's
developers
crazy.
on Switch 2. This is just confirmation of more developers on it. I don't understand
The
what
thing
we're
is,
doing.
I mean,
it
yeah,
just-
we're gonna
it
get
just
more-
didn't feel as
Yeah,
much-
we
it just didn't
expected
feel as
more
much
developers.
like-
on
I
Switch.
expected
It didn't just feel as much like a partner showcase as it is an indie direct. That's the bottom line, I feel. It just felt like small kind of games and fucking Just Dance in it. Like you would expect, like I said, it's
How
the
many indie
new,
games were
it's a
there,
new
Retro?
console, so you would expect some high-tier third-party games.
A lot
to
of
show up, and
cozy
that
ass
wasn't
Tinky
there.
Winky farming simulator bullshit.
So,
That's not
I-
true. That was not.
actually-
that was not this.
I'll say this. I'll say this.
That's factually
Let me-
wrong for this direct.
No, let me
Yeah,
say this.
room factually.
I used Tinky
No,
Winky
right?
while I was watching it, T, not lying. Like I said the words
It was
Tinky Winky.
factually wrong.
It
You had
felt-
the one campfire
I
thing.
mean, we make that joke about Tinky Winky, but that shit felt Tinky Winky as hell to me.
All I was gonna say. Okay, so here's the issue.
All right, Terrell, save us.
No. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Knowing that we had heard that there wasn't that a lot of developers didn't really get their hands on the Switch 2 until the console launched, I didn't really expect a lot of stuff being straight out announced.
But
because
why
some
is
of
that
these
even a
games-
thing?
What do you mean?
Why is that the case? That developers didn't get their hands on.
I mean,
Well,
that's
first of
the- I
all,
mean, no,
first-
no,
hold on, hold
some
on.
did.
First of
It's
all,
still on Nintendo. It's still on
First of all,
Nintendo.
that's speculation. Like we don't have like any confirmation on that. So
It feels
to-
like it based off of this.
okay, but
Switch Up
when we
said
heard
that they've heard
we
from
didn't have
developers.
any confirmation that that was the case. Now,
Fine.
watching this
Fine.
direct, okay, yeah, maybe that was the case, but why is that the case? Bitch, you just had 150 plus million selling console, super popular as console. Why aren't these things taken care of at this point? For what we've been told, again, more speculation, the Switch 2 was supposed to launch already. It was delayed. So if it was delayed, why don't we have more to deal with at this point? That's all a lot of people like me are saying. Like, that's it.
No,
I mean,
I think it's a fair point to say that this was like a disappointing direct. I guess my expectations were lower, so it didn't bother me as much. But that doesn't inherently mean that it was a good, like an amazing direct. I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine for what
Yeah,
it
no,
wanted to
I
do.
didn't, yeah, that's where I'd put it in the okay range.
yeah, I didn't hate it. It didn't do anything for me as a Switch 2 owner at this
No,
point.
agree,
Like,
agree.
It
I can see
didn't
that. I can
move
see
me.
that.
It didn't move me. That's all I'm
I
saying.
think I feel like Nintendo. I feel like Nintendo very much looked at this first year of the Switch 2 almost the same way they looked at the first year of the Switch 1, where they were like, "Let us get our stuff out, and then we'll worry about the other stuff later." But my problem with that is that we're like T was saying before, the first console was a proven hit, so you should have a lot more backing. But I also know who we're dealing with third party wise.
Yeah, but what games do you guys realistically that you were like, I expect this from this? And
I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see.
I know we talk about Microsoft a lot, but in the end of the day, those were games that are already out. At least these were games that have not even released.
I'm not even tripping on Microsoft. I would have expected. You know what would have helped if you saw a Battlefield or a Call of Duty.
Call of Duty was more expected.
A Call of Duty or a Battlefield would have been a lot. That would have been a lot for people.
Sure, Call of Duty's coming though.
No, but see, confirmation.
We also know
confirmation is very important. Yeah, like
I don't know. I just know Call of Duty's coming out.
Was that deal actually officially?
Is coming. We don't know
that's
when.
Not a partner showcase. I said this is the partner.
What I'm saying is that don't move anybody. Just because you said something's coming, that we need to know that's coming.
So who said?
If you were in the middle of the partnership direct and they said, "Oh yeah, by the way, the new Call of Duty's coming out on Switch too," it's like, "Oh."
Did they confirm Switch 2 since that initial like 3 years ago? And Microsoft said they would make a deal with Nintendo for 10 years. Has there been any news since then? Okay.
Yeah,
no,
I can't say I know that Call of Duty's coming. I can't.
They just said that they just said that they're working on it. That's whatever.
So in my mind, I don't know that Call of Duty's coming.
They sold us on this idea of.
But we know because they signed a damn agreement.
Well, they sold us on this idea of having Call of Duty having Activision and Blizzard and all this stuff on the fact that this stuff will come in the Switch. We ain't seen shit from that in 2 years. Like what?
Well, that deal could have went.
They lied and say, "Oh, it's going to be on 150 million consoles." Bitch, it ain't no Switch. So what you talking about? You lying your ass off.
Well, how long it took for that deal to get done? Maybe their deal with Nintendo had a time limit and it expired. You know, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it did. I'm just saying I have no clue.
No, they recently talked about how they're working with Nintendo. Like literally,
I didn't hear
statement-wise, they had this was like yeah. Well, you haven't heard a lot.
It's a lot of talk. They recently did talk about it.
They literally had.
But
they
talk
had
is
it.
cheap.
That was I could.
Is it coming out this year?
Robert was like, "I'm getting you."
We don't know. I just told you that. I just told you I don't know.
Okay.
At the end of the day,
So do you think it's coming out this year because not having seen it in a partner direct, or do you think it'd be its own? I think there's. I don't say there's no chance.
I would say yes, it would come out this year because, well, for one, I mean.
Well, we know Activision had
unless T right, and they're just gonna keep straight up lying that they were gonna be platform parity and all that. So to be fair,
lying? That shit don't happen.
No, not you. I'm saying that they're lying.
No, I said Microsoft lying. That shit don't happen.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I would be shocked on
Roman is just salty because he's starting to realize that we're not going to be sitting around a campfire, all of us together.
I
think you're just salty because we're not going to be sitting around the campfire, all of us.
I was laughing because I was like, man, how could I somehow convince these guys? There's
no fucking way.
I don't get the reference. What's the campfire reference?
The game.
Oh my god, did you watch the direct, bro?
It's in the game. It's a game in the
campfire.
The cozy game.
Okay.
You can see like your head off the thing and
using game chat. It's amazing.
You see each other's faces while we sit at the campfire.
While we sit at the campfire, it's great.
I like the idea that
it was ridiculous.
I want to know what you do.
I got something that does that better. It's right there.
Oh, shut up. No, what you do? Turn off the lights, and you can't see me or T in the dark. That's gonna be fucking hilarious. Just see. All you see is the T.
The darkness, brothers.
The darkness.
I experienced that. I had shout outs.
I'm curious as to what you guys would specifically want that would warrant be like, all right, this was good.
All I needed was.
But to be fair, again, like for me too, I don't even think I thought it was okay. Like, but to me, like it was just like when I saw it was like okay, new games, developers that haven't done Switch 1, and you got franchises.
If you were giving me two big third party announcements, I probably would have been fine.
They gave you Football Club and Madden, bro. What's your problem?
For you, it's very subjective. You're gonna be like, oh, well, that's
in the beginning of the Switch 1.
No, I'll give you one. I was gonna say real quick. I'll let you go, Retro, real quick. You could have gave me something that I don't give a fuck about. You could have said Death Stranding, and I would have been like, Well, that is
Why
a
Death Stranding and not Chronos? Like,
no,
generally.
no. That's no
Death
no.
Stranding?
No,
You know something about Chronos that we don't know?
listen. It's no disrespect to
Is it-
Chronos. I'm
Is that a
saying
long-standing
you-
IP that we know all the?
It's not,
ins
but
and outs?
it would have been like, oh, it's a newer title. Hey, we're trying to push it on the Switch too.
I mean, it's cool. It's definitely
Death
cool that they put that game on. I mean, that game is coming to Switch too. But I don't know shit about that game. I can't get excited about that, and I don't know it. And I
Well,
was
it's
like,
from Blooper, we know that, and my thing is just like,
Okay.
in the end of the day, it's
It's a promising game.
It's
I
a
would
new
say.
game. It's a new game.
yeah, it
There's
looked
one-
cool. There were some cool elements. I like the whole kind of even Sandstorm talked about
It's kind of
the having the internal darkness kind of feel to it with the sanity stuff. And I was like, oh,
What
that's
is
kind of cool.
what is that game, Juice, that you were obsessed about?
Game
That I
is
started
day and date
playing
for
too,
PS5,
that nobody
that's
knew in
my
the beginning what it was.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's that game?
That I was obsessed
Nobody
with.
knew. Yeah, in the beginning, and I played it too with the
Control?
girl with powers.
Yeah,
Control,
Control.
yeah. So when you're talking about Chronos, like fucking Control, nobody knows who this shit is. Okay, what I'm saying is, when the Switch One launched, we got a direct
I'm sorry, I'm
that
not
gave
even-
us Skyrim HD, which had just come out then, and Doom to show, look, the Switch One can handle all the shit. It can do this shit. That's what I was expecting for a Switch 2.
Yeah, and they
direct.
took it off
Give us
balls.
one or two games, like what T said, like fucking Call of Duty or something that shows, look, you're gonna get this new
Yeah.
shit, and it looks fucking nuts, and not Campfire Simulator and Octopath Zero.
Oh, come on. That was one game. You keep stretching the whole thing.
Well, what about
I know you're doing it, but
Okay,
again,
no,
like, at the end of the day,
what if it was something like what if it was something like Expedition 33, a game that
Yeah,
like,
that
is
would
high
have been
praise.
like, all right,
That would
now you got me. You got me now.
Expedition 33 was a game from this year.
Or Claire Obscura.
If you would just say, "Hey, it's coming to the console," oh, okay, cool. We're getting some day and date type of games.
Yeah.
Even if it's at least it's the same year, if nothing else.
we
What
got
about-
that.
What about
We got
Monster
that.
Hunter
It's
Wilds
Borderlands
instead of
4. That was
stories?
Borderlands 4 not big after.
Well, I didn't expect Wild.
Say
So
what?
I didn't.
Monster
I
Hunter
prefer to-
Stories instead of Monster Hunter Wilds. Is that just not gonna come to
That
the
was cool.
Switch?
Yeah.
That was a good
Monster
announcement.
Hunter
That was
Stories is a
that's
brand
what
new game.
that was.
I know,
setting me
but
up.
is
I was like,
Wilds
oh,
not
this-
gonna be able to come to the Switch too? Like,
I was like, oh, they ain't bullshit
Yeah,
here. This
it's
is
a-
gonna be a direct. And then, not so much.
When it comes to Nintendo for some reason, when it comes to Monster Hunter, gets weirdly.
because everybody is
exclusive
under this
titles for
impression
Monster
that
Hunter.
I've debated this
But it
for a
never
while.
end up being exclusive
that the Switch 2 is gonna get out can handle
That's
any
true,
game.
but we do get it for a little bit. Like Rise, Monster Hunter Rise, we get that for like a year or two, I think.
It's gonna be a lot of
Before it went off
PS4
the bat.
ports.
Well, I figure that.
I don't
figured
know.
we'd get PS4
I don't
ports.
really, honestly, even like,
Which is fine by me.
did
I'm not
Stories
tripping on
2
it,
even
but still.
like? I didn't seem like Stories 2 really moved the needle for
It had
that
to make
franchise.
enough if they keep if they're it's
No,
if
no,
they're still.
but that's the thing about this one is that it looks vastly different
It
from
does
the,
look fast. It
the
looks like more
stories
of a.
game.
It looks more like a traditional RPG
Right.
actually.
It looks like a traditional RPG with like story emphasis, because 1 and 2 didn't really have that. So
No, I think that one that's a good start. I would have. You know what I would have
that
liked
was
to see?
yeah. I was like, oh,
I would have liked to see the Resident Evil.
I would like to see some Resident
remakes.
Evil stuff, but you know.
You could have gave me some
Yeah,
remakes,
like-
and I probably would have been like, okay, cool.
the Resident Evil remake. I'd be like, oh,
Here's
okay,
the
now
reason,
we're
Robert.
definitely not
Here's
messing
the
around
reason.
here.
You could have given me
Because-
2, 3, or 4, and I would have been like, oh, okay, there we go.
That
Yeah, ain't like Capcom scared either.
it's
They-
not
you
just
know,
about
they-
new games. It's not. It's just about. All right, are we gonna get
up to date.
a more significant third-party support with the Switch 2? I know
Not even
we've
up to
had
date?
some signs. We have some signs early on, but this just said, "Whoa!" To me, I was like, "Whoa, okay." I expected more from the third parties, to be honest. Yeah,
it
their
felt very
Chronos was
Switch One
cool,
in a lot of ways.
and a new Monster Hunter Stories. You know, that felt very Switch to me, like Switch One.
I want to do like
After the
less
whole
reactions.
decade, that was Switch one of I can't stand these late gen ports, and I don't want to. You got newer games, things that are launching day and date.
I'm
franchises
saying
that have
on
not
top
been here.
of. I'm not
And we
just.
were
I'm
like,
not saying
oh,
they're.
well, it's not the franchise that I want. That's big, so I don't care. Like what? That's insane to me. I prefer this, which is newer games and games that are launching day and date and franchises that have not been here, developers that have been here so far, and then
The
instead
games
of
that took like a
Okay,
week
well-
to make.
All right, well, you were moved. Most of the internet
Well, I'm
was
saying
not.
that stuff plus. I'm not saying
Because
instead
people
of.
like to rehash it. People like to see the same shit all the time. Where's Microsoft games?
We
that
just said a bunch of stuff that was not the same
Well,
shit.
Resident Evil
Come
9.
on now. Come
no
on.
Resident
No,
Evil
come on.
9.
Resident Evil. You want Resident Evil again. You want to see Resident Evil again.
Why
Like,
wouldn't
you
Resident Evil?
want-
Okay,
Resident Evil 9. That's not out. That comes out in like February.
Okay, fine. You did not want to see. You just said the remakes, but all right, let's
No,
switch to
Terrell
Resident
might
Evil
have.
9. Yes,
I just
that would be
said.
something
I
different.
just
I
said
would've been
something.
fine.
I said Resident Evil in general. I didn't say.
I just heard Resident Evil. I just thought.
Like, where's Resident
I
Evil
picked the
9?
remakes because I like the
will
remakes
flip
as well.
After the podcast, to show you the other day, you said the remakes.
I said I'd be happy with the
Terrell
remakes. I
said.
I did say the remakes.
33.
Exactly.
Yeah, Terrell said the remakes.
But also Expedition 33 would have been a good one, where it's
Yeah.
something, a small, well, quote unquote smaller game, that was made by a small studio and say, hey, we're gonna put this on the new Nintendo console.
Do you think because it's a smaller studio that it would probably take time for them to?
Yeah, but you could have at least announced that you were bringing it to the system. I'm not asking for a release
Unless
date.
they're-
They're
I'm not
afraid of
asking- I'm not asking
announcements.
for a release date. I was just like, hey, we're reporting it to the console.
Yeah,
We'll give you more information in the future. Cool.
Get your
That's a
fan-
game
yeah.
from this year.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Get your
here's my
fan
thing.
base excited about your fucking new
here's my thing.
console.
Based off of what we've seen so far, does the third-party support look a little bit better than it did on Switch 1? Yes. But I think what fans were expecting was us to go from. I think what people. No. But what I'm saying is, what people were expecting was like a jump from like D tier to like B tier, and what we got was more of like a D to like a C, and we were like, it's better, but it's not like what we would have wanted more.
33 brings it to a B. It's a game that people know and love because it's out and people have played it. But in the end of the day, if that game was not out, if that game was not out,
but it's at least. But here's the thing: we're at least getting consistently current gen games more frequently than we did on Switch
Come
1.
on, that's if Expedition 33 was not out, no one knew about it or gave a fuck about it. And
That's true. Agree.
People
But the
wouldn't give a
point is,
fuck.
but that's
You
not
can
the
say that about
reality we're
anything.
living in. But that's not the reality
what
we're
kind of
living in.
sense is
though.
that?
About any game. That's why I want to see new
Kinda-
shit that could potentially be the next Expedition 33.
That game
But
is-
again,
just came out
Robert, we're
this
not
year.
saying instead of. We're not
What are you
saying
saying?
take stuff away from what they show.
Give
We're
me
saying add
both.
more to
Right.
it. Like we're saying add
I'm
more, not
greedy.
take away.
And for all the people who say, "Well, hey,
That's
they were
weird.
focusing on from this year to the year," they started the fucking game. They started the fucking direct with the game come out next year. So I don't want to hear that shit either about they were focusing on what's gonna happen from here to the end of the year. Oh,
I
really?
didn't say that.
When is Monster Hunter Stories coming out? When 3's coming out? When is that coming out?
Next year?
No, I'm just
When-
saying.
yeah,
A lot of people
when's
say
the-
that shit, and like there's nothing wrong with saying what's coming to the console to get people excited about their purchase. Like there's nothing wrong with that, and I don't see why they can't do that with third-party games. Say, hey, these games are coming, guys. This is to let you know, Switch 2 is not bullshitting, and I don't think they quite did that with this direct.
So
Not
here's my rule of thumb.
You don't think the
If
first,
it's
the first-
Nintendo's games, I would prefer not to have that far in advance. But for
No,
third
I'm
party,
not talking about it. I'm talking. This is a
but
third-party
but for third party support, if I know I'm getting it late anyway, just tell me I'm getting it at all. That's kind of like my thought process. Expedition would be late no matter what at this point. Just let me know I'm
Here's the thing,
getting it. Just let me know I'm getting it. I just want it. That's all I'm
I
saying.
feel the impact of the direct for Partner Showcase should have been and Robert is going to disagree, should have been the exact same impact as the original Switch 2 direct, where you had Mario Kart, you had the new Donkey Kong, and you had the fucking From Software game, like holy shit, exclusive From Software game, something like that. Just give us like some known third-party games that are big, where you're going to be like, fuck yeah, third party is here. And Campfire Game and Octopath Zero, like I said, just don't do that.
Especially when you end with two 2D HD games.
Yeah.
That was
I think-
bad.
You know what would have helped? Hey, you know what would have helped? You know what would have helped a little bit? If give me one HD 2D game, give me Final Fantasy Rebirth, or give me Final Fantasy 16.
Or Final
I'm not.
Fantasy
Yeah.
VII.
I think that's
Well, but here's my thing. I don't fucking care about either of those games, but those games are considered higher profile.
Especially since you've
we
already
know
shown
the
them.
remake's coming, and we know that Rebirth's gonna. We know that.
No, we don't. No. We do not know the
No,
Rebirth.
yeah.
Reason. We're not doing that.
What did they say in the creator's voice? They said that the sequel series. That hope you look forward to the sequel series, not just
Hey,
remake.
I'll believe
Bro,
it when
I'm
I
still
see it. I'm not
believing
saying
it.
they're lying, but
It was
I'll-
on the creative voices.
Listen,
People say anything they want. I'm still waiting on that car racing game on Wii U. I forgot the fucking name of it by now. Everyone's
Come on,
going
man.
nuts about it
We
and
long
shit.
past those days. Like, at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
no, we're not long past those days. If you don't show it, it's
when it comes
not
to
there.
Square, I think so. When it comes to Square,
Project
Come on.
Cars, that's what it was. Fuck.
oh yeah, that.
Yeah, but I come on, Square.
Square-
What
No,
about
no,
the
no,
alien?
no,
What about
here's
the
the issue.
alien game on Wii?
No. Here's the issue with
Square
Square.
gets the money, bro.
No,
Alien
you're right.
Marines
But here's the thing with Square. Square, it's a little bit of tricky because if it's anything double A from Square, I have 100% faith. Triple A Square,
That's the thing. Like,
We don't
sure,
even have,
yeah,
we
you-
don't even have, you know,
on
you,
Switch-
you know what you
Switch
would
One.
help? You could have did Final Fantasy 15 for God's sakes. We don't even have that. We have the
Oh
Pocket
my
Edition.
God. I don't know what I'm hearing, man. I can't. What?
I'm just no. The point is, if you're gonna play catch up, and that's the game that they've been playing, that's what Switch 1 was, a bunch of fucking catch up.
Yes, which one was catch up? Switch.
But
2 is not
we haven't
catch up.
caught up though. That's the problem.
Switch One
We
was
haven't
also
caught
a lot
up.
of 2D HD
Then
games.
Yeah, what-
let's not catch up and let's just keep doing the new games. We got the Project
Robert,
007 coming.
The new
You know,
games
like,
are great.
they're-
The new games are
they're-
awesome. Bring me more new games. But you still got gaps, and these fuckers still acting like they scared of putting shit on Nintendo consoles. Give me the rest of the old shit. We already know they want to make the money.
Got some
Well, how
key
about
cards,
something
got him
like
shook.
Persona 3 Reload? That was announced, and that
No,
was the-
that's fine. I'm fine with that. That was a game from last year. That was relatively recent. I had no issues with that one. Okay,
Exactly.
that one's fine. I just wanted more. Is what I'm saying. I'm greedy.
I know what's so wrong with
I'm
wanting a little
greedy,
bit,
I'm
wanting a few
selfish.
more
I wanted
games.
more,
Robert.
Robert.
I don't know what's wrong with wanting more to make it a more impactful direct. That
I'm
we all said
selfish.
was okay.
Because
It
we
wasn't that
live
impactful.
in an 8-year span where anytime there was some old games, I remember Juice would track how many old games were in the direct. He would count how many there were.
He would do
There were
that.
more in this one. He would be like,
He was very
"Oh,
dedicated.
like they show up more old games.
Which
again."
old
They-
games
they-
have I mentioned?
like-
They need to be in there.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I
but
guess
you
Monster
just said
Hunter
you want
Wild.
more games. You just said you want more
Ah.
games. You just.
I didn't say old games. I said more games.
Oh man, you know you're agreeing with them.
I let Terrell. I let
Stop,
Terrell
you're
say his
agreeing.
point. I'm not saying bring a bunch of old games. I
I
was.
feel Juice is pulling at me here. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
wait a minute.
You're literally agreeing
Oh,
with them.
oh.
You're saying, oh no. More games, more
Yeah.
games. Well, next time there's Farming Simulator again for the next Nintendo, I'm gonna say the same thing. Well, at least it's more new games, more games, man. It's more games. It's more games.
To
Why
be fair,
not?
I never.
Puff it up.
Yeah, I mean,
Yaku,
I think those games aren't even the problem. The frequency they put them in directs is the problem. I don't even care if they come out. Just stop. They don't need to be like every 2 or 3 games because there was that one direct where it was absolutely
You know,
terrible.
5 or some shit in one
How old is
direct.
Yakuza
Yeah,
Zero?
one of them
How is
was
that
like
game?
one of them was absolutely terrible. You can't you got to pace them out. If you're gonna show them to me, at least gap them out by like 6 or 7 games or something. Like holy shit.
I own the entire Yakuza series on my Steam account, so that doesn't move me at all.
But hey, well, hey,
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not gonna
worried
say
about
that.
if I'm gonna buy the game on
My
Switch
problem
too.
is my problem is the 3 big developers that showed up are the ones that always show up, which is Sega, Square, and Capcom. It's and a little bit of Ubisoft, a little bit. Not all
EA
the-
showed
no,
up. They had Madden and
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah, but here's
Fight
my
Club
problem.
and
EA
Football
is
Club.
still new, and EA can't be trusted yet. I'm not trusting EA with shit right now.
I
Okay,
don't trust EA.
we're gonna let they're gonna hover in the
I haven't
Manning
bought a
pile.
new Madden game since 2011. I don't know, like so that. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I expected
That's
them
something.
to
That's something.
drop.
But my
But
problem
it
with
is
those
something.
devs is like, yeah, these
It's
devs
something.
are showing up. Ubisoft is there, but you're not getting, for example, the last Assassin's Creed. You're gonna get Just Dance. Square is there, yeah, great, but we're not getting
Star
Final
Wars
Fantasy
Outlaws, you're
16.
ignoring
We're gonna
that,
get
which is
like
also a
the
recent
3D
game.
HD stuff. No, I'm
You're
just saying
ignoring
that is my argument. Like you're still getting what they did on the Switch 1, and you're getting like what Terrell said. You're
That's
getting
not
like
true
the
with
fucking
Star Wars
D
Outlaws.
tiers
You're
instead
wrong.
of the
You're
P
wrong.
tiers.
You're wrong with Star Wars Outlaws.
I'm not
You're
wrong.
We got
How are you-
Starlink.
Wait, with Star Wars Outlaws coming to Switch 1 Retro.
Got Starlink back in the day.
Exactly, and that's why
You
you're
could
Yeah,
wrong.
also
you
give
saw-
us
okay.
You could also
Okay.
give us Fallen Order though.
It has to come to Switch 1. That bitch ain't sell for shit.
What? That's
And
EA.
then they're trying. And then they're trying to push
They're
on.
supposed to be showing up though.
Star Wars Outlaws is
It's
still
there,
more
though.
recent.
It looked like dude.
No.
It looked like
Yes,
it looked like
but that's
flaming
not
cheeks,
exactly
but
what-
it's there.
Dude, the
I'm not-
goalpost is moving all over the place for this. In the end of the day, like they did show some of those older games.
To be
that
fair,
are not-
To be
more
fair,
recent.
Robert, I will say this: the goalpost for each of us is different. It's not the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I know. It sounds like everyone's got their own, which I guess.
No. Yeah. Don't.
That's a
No, I
normal
don't want
thing.
you. I don't want you to think we're all
That's not
like
people.
the same goalposts. Because
Yeah.
there's things like if you had given me at least, I don't know, if you had given me like Resident Evil 2 or 3 or 4 remake, and then like, I don't know, Final Fantasy 15, I would have been like, okay, I probably would have been. I'd be like, all right, I ain't got no problems. But that wouldn't have moved everyone else here. That
I
would
know
have
you're
moved me.
mentioning, for example, Star Wars Outlaws, but I had a feeling people fucking hated that game, you know. So of course they're gonna
And
show.
nobody
it on
liked the game to
Switch
begin
too.
with, but
Yeah, but it's still a game. It's still
But yeah,
still
that-
a newer title.
it's a new
That
title.
game-
It is a newer
Come on,
title.
yeah.
That one,
It's just- you can't say it. You
But
can't factually say it.
Here's
It's
the
not
thing,
just-
Robert. You're saying it like, yeah, that game wouldn't come to Switch 2, but Starlink came to Switch 2 from Ubisoft, or Switch 1 back in the day. Like, that was a new Ubisoft game that came to Switch 1. So, to me, that's the equivalent. Like,
Oh, and by the way, why am I supposed to be excited about Star Wars when nobody was? Like nobody was excited about that game. So why is that supposed to move me? Because it's on Switch too?
No, it's not. It's not.
I mean, I think
That ain't
that's,
moving me.
I think that's a, I'm not saying the game's great or anything, but it's support. And
No, I'm agreeing with that part, but I'm not saying it's not. It doesn't excite me because it didn't excite. First of all, it didn't excite anybody at this point, and so that's
Well,
not.
what
Gonna,
Ubi-
that's
what
not going to be the
Ubisoft
thing that
title-
excites me.
What Ubisoft title would it? Is there any?
I
that would-
mean,
I don't know.
that's all they
Assassin's
got.
Creed
They were
Shadow.
so, I mean, the Prince of Persia
Which
game was
Shadow
already
Shadow
on
would have been
Switch.
nice. That would have been
It
nice.
did. No, it did. But it would have been nice for a confirmation. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, when they get rated, they get this like a.
No. You tell
We're
me.
talking about this direct.
You
You
prefer
can't
the
do that.
rating
You
over
can't-
the
you can't do
confirmation.
that.
I want the confirmation. Damn it.
We're talking about this direct. We can't talk about these outside factors that
But
may
I
or may
just-
mean
why
something.
would Assassin's Creed Shadow tickle your fancy? Is what I was saying. Like, why would
No,
That's
no,
a-
no,
That's
but it
the
would've been-
biggest
it
new
would've-
game. Man.
It would have still have brought up the quality
I mean,
of the direct.
Because
Yeah.
Hey, because
Stay
then you're
at
getting
the campfire,
instead of confirming one new Ubisoft game, you're
Plus, we already
confirming
knew that
two
game.
new Ubisoft games.
Right.
It's more shit. It's more games that I can play on my new console that I just bought.
And it's more, I would say, just maybe I'll put words in Terrell's mouth, but it also speaks more to the capabilities of the Switch 2, just more confirmation.
Yes.
I know Cyberpunk already
Well, yeah,
did
yeah.
stuff,
they would do
but
that.
Outlaws is only on PS5 and Xbox Series
Yeah.
X and PC.
I'm saying
It's weird because
more
I feel
games like
I've had this
that,
discussion.
that convince
go
or
ahead.
that back up that, the Switch 2 is going to get, like, people think that it can run anything that can run on PS5 and Series X.
that's what I was saying.
but,
Give me one or two games that show that.
Because Nintendo fans have been jumping around talking shit about how we're getting this, we're getting that. They've been jumping out. Oh, Steam Deck, what? The Steam Deck game is powerful and blah blah blah. Steam Deck got more games than you right now. That's what I'm saying. They're
Also,
getting
it could have been a-
day and
will
date.
forever have more games technically by.
They're getting the day and dates.
And
I'm
we
just
brought
saying they
this
getting
up-
the day and date. There's no question when a game comes up.
It's a
if-
PC.
Okay, but the Switch 2 is more powerful than that. So people are expecting Switch 2 to be able to get in line with the big boys. Seriously in line with big boys, and that direct did not show that at this point. We talking about this
I mean,
direct
honestly,
specifically.
to me, like stuff like Chronos did, where I was like, okay, I was like, again, that's only on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and PC, and it is a visually really good looking game. And so to me, I've always that was another one where it was like, oh, okay, after Silent Hill 2, they're like, hey, let's work on this new game. Oh, Nintendo has a new platform. We are going to work on that. That's cool. That's a really good confirmation. And I just think and yes, could you technically reveal 20 more other games or I don't know.
Right,
maybe.
though. That's all I meant. Was all any of the stuff you talking about? Was that in the direct?
Also,
Yes, Chronos was in the direct. What do you
no,
mean?
I'm talking about the other. You just mentioned some side factor.
No, I said yes. Could they have shown like 20 more other games and make it better? I guess technically yes. It could always.
I didn't need 20 more games. I just need a couple.
Yeah, but
big
you
boys.
guys
They showed
named
the
about
big boys.
30. So I mean, and
Well,
no one's going to agree on.
We're just giving
one
examples. We ain't
specific
saying all this shit got to be there.
game. There's a
Don't
lot
be
of
like
examples.
that.
There's
Don't
a
be
lot
like
of
that.
examples. And some person, if they show Final Fantasy 15, I doubt Juice would care for it, but Terrell would care for it. I'm sure if they show Assassin's Creed Shadow, Retro
mean
would be like,
15 or
"Oh, Assassin's
16?
Creed, what is this?" And T would be like, "That's pretty cool." And then if they showed Campfire
I
Simulator
didn't know
3,
because you didn't hear what I
Well,
said.
like I said,
I didn't
different
need
people,
a
different
game.
goalposts.
I didn't need a game that I cared about.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not buying Assassin's Creed Shadow on Switch 2. I don't give two fucks.
Switch 2 can do with the third party. That
Yeah.
was it.
I don't care. I ain't buying 90% of these fucking games anyway.
Ignore
I'm
the
just
reception,
saying.
Retro. Ignore the retro. Ignore the reception. Why doesn't Star Wars Outlaw count to you? when it is only on PlayStation 5, Xbox.
No,
Because
I think it
in my
counts.
mind, it has to be something. I'm sorry that people give a shit about, like
You
Terrell's
just said it's good.
like
you don't
Terrell's
give a shit.
listen, like Terrell's Expedition 33. That got rave reviews. People didn't give a shit about Star Wars Outlaws. They hated it. The Switch is always getting those like rests and stuff.
I
Like
didn't hate it. It was
something
mediocre
big
reviews
that
for real,
matters.
yeah. But also, in the end of the day, so it has for you to warrant it, it has to have a positive reception for something that is already.
Robert, don't do
recently-
this. This is dangerous.
Look, there was
Wait,
good
yeah.
stuff. Nobody's saying that there was no good stuff in this direct. For me personally, I just needed 1 or 2 games that were like current that people want, like Expedition, like Call of Duty, like the Resident Evil, like anything like. I didn't
Yeah,
even care
yeah.
about these games. Just something that would be like, look, third party can look fucking nuts on this thing.
Right.
That's what
Oh,
it just
So
felt
why
like an
does
indirect.
why don't brand new games do that for you? Games that are not received yet. Why doesn't that happen for you?
Because you need that
But you know
backing
nothing
of those
about-
legacy titles, something
Which
that
is
people
fine. That's
already
what we do.
agree-
We play games. It's brand new
something
experience.
that people
Yes.
already agree with is great.
I'm
And you are right. It's a 25-minute partner direct. If this again, like I said earlier, if this was 2026 or 2024 and this was a partner direct, I would have zero expectation. But bitch, you just dropped a new console,
This is the
a
first
major
one.
new console, and this is the first direct for your major new console. It has to be better than what we expect from a Switch, or it's gonna be a partner direct.
But what about
That's-
like the
that's all I'm
last
saying.
direct that we did have that we were impressed with the third party, which they didn't show those games like the James Bond game, like Elden Ring, stuff like that has the mixture. I think it's cool that they don't re-show the same games over and over again. That's
Well,
cool
we
too.
never
No,
seen
no, yeah.
those games running on Switch too.
Well,
So
that's-
unless they're not coming out anytime soon, I would have liked to see some Switch 2 footage
We
for.
saw Elden Ring yet.
Like I
That
said,
was
in the
kinda
original
good, too.
trailer, you had that exclusive from software game. Like, holy shit, that looked sick. It's from like a developer that literally just did like the Elden Ring and DLC and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
People, there's weight behind that. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that
saying.
game ain't coming out yet. Why did they say that shit for the partner direct? That would have been exciting. That would have
No,
been.
no, you can't say that. That come
Yeah, I
on,
don't
that was a
want to
big
see
announcement before
if that
direct,
game's like a late
that-
2026. I wouldn't expect to see that in this partnership direct. I think
It was a smart move to show it at the reveal. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, that's
No, I don't care that they showed it back then. All I'm saying
Why
is
was that?
that's the kind of level I was
Why?
expecting.
That
at
game
least
didn't
one
get
or two.
excited.
that got
What are we
people pretty
talking about?
excited.
The game got people excited.
They knew they
It's
didn't
one of the
have
most
much
huge
for
news
this.
out of that direct, by the way.
They knew
I-
they didn't have much for this direct because they ended with 2D HD games. That's it. That's how you know
Man,
they
I
know
don't wanna-
they didn't
I don't
have
want-
anything.
I don't want to say that. My problem with
it felt very Switch One.
I think my problem with the 2D the two Square games is that I think one of them would have been fine. I think the fact that you showed 2 after this, and this is like what, the 6th or
Back to
7th?
back.
Yeah, the first problem is it was back to back. The second problem is that you thought it was something to end with. I think the only way it was something
Yeah.
worth, if you had did like, if you had did like 1 and then gave me like Dragon Quest 12, I would have been fucking floored. I'm like, oh, okay, those are 2 different games, and we've been waiting for Dragon Quest 12. That's been fucking years at this point. Like, I think that's a bad ending, in my
Like, they could have
opinion.
I
just
agree. No,
not
I
ended
think
with just
that it did not make sense as an ending at all.
No,
Was Terminator 2 HD? Goddammit! I know the game got delayed. But can we end the partner direct? Goddammit! What a great. what a
Either way, I
beautiful
didn't
game
expect
that
to
is.
talk this much about it.
I do think they could
Why
have shown.
not?
I think they could have shown both regardless.
To talk about.
I would have just split it up. I wouldn't have
But
had
they
them
could
right.
split it up, exactly. Split up, and or if you're gonna say the next 2 announcements
Now
for
do those-
HD 2D series from Square.
Definitely ain't got no
Yeah, like give it some sort of buffer so we're like,
Expectation.
yeah, like
Expectation.
hey, more
Let's see
2D
the
HD.
final 2
Did
announcements.
they
will
look-
say-
the same-
I will say Square's biggest problem is that they're kind of beating that art style into the ground because this is like the 7th game in like 6 years or some shit, and I'm just like, guys, you
I gotta
gotta
let my hair down. Hold on.
you gotta slow down. You gotta slow
Let me
down with
ask
this
this.
bullshit.
Did
I'm gonna get
anybody?
serious in this
Did it
bit.
look like there was any like? I watched it on my
What?
phone.
I mean,
Did the
What?
2D HD look any like significantly better or noticeably better than what we've seen?
what do you expect?
I don't
the 2D
think
game to look like?
anymore.
No, because those
I didn't think
games
so.
kind of look. Those games have
Those
kind
games
of
have
got
a
a
certain
timeless
look.
look.
Did it look?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did they look
Yeah.
like 60 FPS or anything? I don't remember.
I mean,
I thought it was.
I believe it did look
I'm
60
pretty,
FPS to
I'm
me.
pretty confident they'll be 60, but that's
yeah,
not
it looks
really-
60.
I'm not really tripping. I guess my problem is that Square is getting a little bit too reckless. Oh my guys, I need y'all to slow down. I get that you're happy with this art style, and I'm glad you can use it. But it's been like 6 or 7 games, guys. Like, damn. Between the 3 Octopath games, fucking Triangle Strategy, the remake of Live Alive, the remake of Dragon Quest 2 and 3, and I think they're doing
Nintendo
1.
has
And I
always
think they're
been-
doing 1 too. And then you got this another fucking Adventures of Elliot. I don't even
Elliot.
fucking know. Elliot, yeah. Adventures of Elliot. I'm just like, guys. Listen.
That's
I
my
like
problem. like-
RPGs, but this is a lot. On top of them releasing things like fucking Bravely Default and goddamn I can't think of the other one off
They
the
had
top
the
of my
Dragon
head.
Quest 1
Yeah.
through 3.
No,
right?
no, all right, I mentioned those, but like, yeah, like
Yeah, but
Triangle
that's what my
Strategy.
problem is with
Harvestella.
this.
Harvestella was the other one I was thinking
Harvestella,
of.
Harvestella, yeah. That's Farming Simulator and RPG at the same goddamn time.
I was
What the fuck?
look. That's a square one though. I'm a little bit more cool when it's a square one.
But that's my problem, though. That's exactly what I mean. Like, Square has always used Nintendo as like a dumping ground, and I just wanted them to show me
Dumping-
like.
they
No,
beat
we're
it
not
all.
gonna do
That's
that.
not
I'm not
what
doing
it's
that.
about.
We're not doing that. That's a little disrespectful. That's a little
That's
disrespectful.
that's what it is.
Don't call it.
No,
No,
it's not. It's
I'm
disrespectful
not
to these
saying those
man.
games
Come
are
on.
not great, but those games
you-
are
but
not
you-
like
The man is saying is that they want to
But
release
here's my problem. The reason why I don't care about that.
on PlayStation or Xbox.
The reason I
they
don't
wouldn't
care about
release that
the only
like that.
games from Square we don't get are the AAA ones, which is what Final Fantasy Remake, 15, 16. I think that's
Goddamn it.
really it. That's really
Look,
it.
Okay, what
I
game is
care
this?
about
What
these
game is
games,
this?
okay? I care. I got the massive collector's editions. I love these games. I'm just
Oh, that's the
saying
second game.
it's easy for Square to make
You
those
include
fucking
the-
games
That's the second
compared
game.
to like
Bruce.
the big titles and making it work. And I just wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
like,
right.
look,
that's
Nintendo's
not the bad
getting this
too.
shit. That's like what Capcom
Yeah.
has been doing as well. You're gonna get this shit
Capcom too.
from the 3DS.
No,
and
no, no.
stuff.
If you know, I think
Wait, hold on.
Capcom.
Whoa, what about Final Fantasy remake for you? Again, it's a
That was about fucking
people
time
love the
then.
game. People love the game.
Yeah,
and
that
it's
was
a
about
more
fucking
AAA.
time.
He's 10 years old, but all right.
To be
whatever.
fair, it's the lesser of the two, but fine.
I know it's older, but any game is going to be older if it's already released. So that-
Hey,
and
I ain't gonna get nobody excited.
retro.
A 10-year-old game getting nobody excited. Good, you're bringing that shit over, and it's not for
T, you're cutting out. I don't know
What?
if you're
Yeah,
talking
you're
too
sorry.
loud.
also,
You're getting too
what-
aggressive.
too
I might
excited.
slow down.
Slow
Slow
down,
down, slow
my
down,
bad.
man. Chill out. You
What's
can
the
beat
game that's
that might
coming
get his ass whooped.
What's the new Square game that's coming out? Like their next RPGs. I mean, what is it?
Now, the reason why I don't like putting Square in that category is that we get a lot of Squares like Square.
Yeah, Square-
I went back.
a lot of
went back and
Square's
looked.
experimental shit, yeah.
Square Switch report was fucking immaculate, low key. We got like a fucking actually high key. I'm lying. We got a fuck ton of games. The dumping ground company I've always got a vibe from was Capcom for a while. Capcom used to do that dumb shit. Actually, they did on the fucking 3DS, where we would get games and then we wouldn't see the sequels to those games until like the next until like
Millennium.
like what was it? like Revelations. Revelations was a good example of that. Fucking we got what a scuffed version of Street Fighter 4 on the 3DS. And then
That's pretty
we
good,
didn't-
actually. I like
and then, hey, look, but I'm just saying we didn't see 5 ever. We
Right.
never got 5. And then
On
we
the
we
3DS? Or you talking in general?
no. 4, the only version of 4 we ever got was on the 3DS.
No, I think like Street Fighter 5 or 3DS.
Oh no, we never got
No,
5.
it's about
That was on-
Wii U or
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I was gonna say, damn.
No,
Sony had that.
Capcom is wildly inconsistent. We never got 5, and then we just randomly get 6 at the beginning of a console generation.
yeah.
And
And
then-
they expect me to buy that shit and it's on a key card. Kiss my dick.
I guess they put out a survey asking about.
They did.
Yeah, they've been.
Yeah, I filled
putting
that survey out. Nintendo, no, we don't want no key cards. Goddammit.
Where'd you
That's
get that
just
survey?
digital
Your
only.
email or something? Is
I think
it
it
in your email or
just-
something?
I didn't get it, but
I saw a
didn't
news.
see it.
I saw a news article on it. I didn't actually like receive.
Yeah,
the thing
I didn't.
itself.
I looked at my email. I'm like, did I get something? I didn't see anything.
I click
Yeah, I didn't see
a
anything on my
link.
email
There's a
either.
link. I click a link and I fill it
Yeah,
out.
see, this looks like a
do
traditional
you think
RPG.
Oh,
do you think
on
this
the-
is
on the-
going to be Switch 2 only, or you think this can be PlayStation?
No, it's on other platforms.
No, it's
Oh, it's
multi-plat.
uniform and
It's multi-plat. Monster
Multi-platform.
Monster Hunter Stories became multi-plat like after the second game.
So this was just.
No, but even second one was on.
I don't know
PC
what
also.
platform.
No, that's
that
what I'm
was, 'cause
saying.
this is
That was
just
the multi-plat.
official
That's when it started
Monster Hunter
multi-plat.
Or
trailer.
we said after, so I thought you.
Oh,
Yeah, you
that's
have
what
to
I
say
mean.
spins, Rob, Terrell.
Oh,
What happened?
It's like since
He
the
was- he
second,
meant-
not
he meant to
after the
say-
second.
He meant me,
Well,
but he
it's,
said
it's
you
a little
first,
bit
and it fucked
different.
me up.
It is a little different if you say after something.
No,
it's
that's
literally
fair.
after.
That's fair. That's fair. I misspoke. I can
No, it's
take it
alright.
on
I was just saying.
Yeah, the
it's
Street Fighter
also
5 even
the-
go to Xbox. I don't think that did it?
that. No, that one was PlayStation only.
Oh, actually,
Yeah,
wait,
because it was Sony
It's,
functioned
it's
like Lenny
PC
Wright
and
said,
PlayStation. That was it. PC and PlayStation. Six
which
is
is
the only.
embarrassing.
Six,
that
six
ever
was the
happened.
first multiplat. Six was the first multiplat one again.
How dare they ever do that to begin with?
Because Capcom wanted. They got paid for that. I know Sony
Yeah,
paid.
Well,
for
they
that.
were in dire straits at that point. They were,
by Sony.
Sony paid for that. I definitely believe Sony
yeah,
paid
Sony,
for that.
yeah, no, it's confirmed that Sony paid for that shit.
That was a financial hustle. I don't know if it was worth the bet. But
I
they
don't,
did it.
yeah, because it didn't quite.
Well, Capcom
land.
needed the.
Hey, look,
If
look,
I
see how they
remember, I
needed the
believe
money.
they needed the funds back then.
Yeah, they were in trouble.
No, they were. I mean, it's the same reason why Square was doing those the Final Fantasy games specifically for PlayStation. Although Square wants to be bought, I'm gonna just be real. I didn't know that for a fact. They want to be bought, but I think that ship is sailed, and
Wonder
they're just
what,
like, fuck it.
If we all
No,
put our
okay.
money together, maybe we could.
Yeah, what about Sega, right? What about these revamped games? It'd be nice to
I don't
know
want to
that was
pay for
coming to Switch too.
Octopath 4, Robert.
What happened?
They
I
gotta
want to
slow
pay
down
for
on.
Octopath 4 on the Switch too.
I'm very. They need to slow down on Octopath, bro. They really do.
Well, what I brought this up earlier. Did no
I ain't even
one?
beat 2 yet.
Do we
God
not
damn it.
think that the Sonic
Yeah.
racing game should have been shown again? Like that's coming out
I
soon.
don't.
ain't it?
I don't need it to be shown, but it would have
I
been.
didn't-
Hyrule Warriors didn't even need to be shown again.
Nah,
I was-
I'm
That shit
fine.
ain't got, that shit ain't got shown a release date. I don't want to see that shit.
That was my problem.
Yeah, without a
You know,
release
we didn't get a
date,
release
I didn't
date.
need to see it
That was
again.
my big issue. You didn't give me a release date.
No release date was very strange.
That was-
I was like,
It's
And they
Especially-
and they didn't say winter 2025. Yeah, they just said
And
winter.
then they still
They just said
reconfirmed
winter.
it.
it's winter.
The problem is
That
we
could
got
be 2026.
my problem is we still got confirmation from I think the financial reports that like Metroid Prime and that game is still coming out this year, and I'm just like, yeah, but it's August. Are we when the fuck is
What are
it
we
happening?
happening for? Why are we hiding this at this point?
Because you got what Pokemon in October, if I remember correctly. So it's
Yep.
either November or December. So just fucking pick one. It's not September. I know that for a fact at this point. If it was
Nah.
September, you would have already said it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Metroid, you gonna give me a date? The fuck?
Well, that's
That's
what
what
we
that's
all thought
what-
that game was gonna be a launch game. What the fuck?
I do expect still a overall general Nintendo Direct. Maybe
September. I think it's
I'm
September.
thinking September. I'm thinking September. I'm thinking September too.
Why do you want a new Nintendo Direct, Robert? You weren't happy with the last two?
I didn't see it.
Look at this man. Look at him. I hate the way Retro said it too. Like he was sneaking up behind you.
You can use his mustache.
Are you not happy?
Nowhere-
Are
nowhere
you not
that I
happy with
said
Nintendo's?
somehow-
Are you not happy with Nintendo? Robert?
I'm so happy.
There was nowhere that I said that. It's just the hints that Nintendo themselves are giving. Bastard.
Also, to be fair, there were reports that supposedly there were third-party games that weren't shown off yet, but are coming. So
Man.
Which one?
there were like apparently there were third-party developers who were like, "Our shit will be
Oh.
shown in a direct," but like it wasn't this one. So I guess they're like, "Oh, I guess it'll be in the next one." Which then makes me go. I will say though, the biggest problem this partner direct has, it low key feels like an indie direct too, and I'm just like, no,
I
feel
can't
like-
wait for the
Switch
next
2, is
Partner
that
Direct
coming?
to see like the remake of Octopath Traveler 1. Let's go.
I would kill someone. That's wild. The fuck?
That will happen. We will be alive.
I'd
when
like to
that
see
happens.
like
It will
a
happen.
60
It
FPS
will happen.
patch for those games, like a high-res 60 FPS patch for some of those 2D HD
Wow.
games.
I mean, I think those games look
That's-
immaculate
like-
as it is.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
tripping.
think they look really good.
You don't
though.
think
I'm
they
still
look
ready
good
for
in 60
60
FPS
patch
at high
Star
resolution?
Alpha.
I'm not against the 60
Yeah, I'm not
FPS.
against
Oh,
Sounds
them
good,
G's, those
but if
games
it
are
never
good,
happened,
bro.
Whatever.
But
And it's like I wish there was a 60 FPS for every game in the world. Like, I mean, yeah, wow, who would have thought?
I mean,
Yeah, of course I would say that, you know, but
That's what a novel opinion.
are they
Fucking-
are we just gonna not get any more like updates to games like?
I mean, they still can't. What do you mean, like?
for Switch
You mean
2,
like Switch 2 versions?
like free updates.
They're,
like literally
they're still
Switch
doing it. Well,
Edition.
some third-party games are still doing it. I think we just
Yeah.
got was it Koei Tecmo just updated some of the Interior Ryza games on Switch, so they're still doing them.
It's just kind of a weird. It's just strange that Metroid Prime 4 doesn't have a release date. Not saying that would have been in this
Very
direct.
strange.
Age of
No.
Imprisonment gets shown, no release date. Kirby, I haven't even seen any footage of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that comes out next year. That one's not as big of a deal.
It's supposed to be
Which one?
2025, I thought. Kirby.
No.
Kirby Arises 2025.
That's
Is
what
it?
it said in
Kirby's
the
this year.
track.
Yeah, Kirby's this
Yeah,
year, my
it's
friend.
listed for
I'm
2025.
not saying it's going to hit it, but that's what it said it was.
No, if it hits it, it'd be like December or January 1st.
I think in December would make sense.
It's just strange. I mean, we know Pokemon is October, which
Pokemon's
is
October, so that's why I think we'll get it in September. I think we'll get a September Direct. That makes the most sense.
Why?
That's
Because you
really-
guys always fucking remember everything. What was the month that we got like Fire Emblem Warriors and Mario Odyssey in the same week? What
October.
month was that?
October.
Yeah, it was
Was it
October.
October?
October.
Yeah.
But you got Pokemon coming out this year, and so I don't see that
Yeah, that's
happening.
what I was wondering.
What
Well,
about
they could do Pokemon and like
But
Kirby.
Pokemon's also this is also earlier than usual for Pokemon. Usually comes out in November, so I'm a little surprised it's coming out.
Probably that's because they got Metroid Prime or something.
No. I'm not disagreeing with that. I probably would agree. Metroid will probably end up in November. I'm just surprised.
Nintendo like, listen, we need every little sale that this could get, so get the holiday sales for Metroid.
I think-
Pokemon you'll sell regardless.
I feel like it's just
That makes
it's-
sense.
I don't think they know when it's going to be done. I think that's the only reason we don't know when it's coming out. Is they're not sure exactly when it'll be done.
That could be it too.
You mean Prime?
Mm-hmm.
I would think it's already done by now.
Nah.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry. Hasn't it already been
That's
rated?
coming from the
That means it's
Messiah,
done.
you know.
thought it was
of
already-
course. You get one
thought it was already
prediction right
rated.
now. You think you're God? Fuck you.
There was
don't
at
know, it
least
actually
3
don't know if
already.
that was
Okay.
Oh, that was rated. Yeah, that was rated. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rated.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
done.
pretty sure this is just them.
What
I
are
wonder
we
if this
waiting
is,
for though? I just don't.
this could be Nintendo doing what they
What are
did
you
last
waiting
time.
for, huh, Nintendo?
Shut
Huh?
up. No, hey, we're not doing that.
Like,
No,
what about
my
that-
thing is, Nintendo could be doing what they did last time when we had games that were already finished and they were just holding them for just release date time. They were like,
Yeah, the
we're-
timing is important. They're still going off DK right now. So what Robert says makes sense. Release it as a holiday title because people will buy Pokemon regardless.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love Prime, I love Metroid, but the bottom line is they don't sell that crazy ever, really.
No, they
That big
don't.
game.
I think Dread has been the most successful game in the franchise, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what, 5 million?
That could use a nice.
thought it
That's
was
because it
three.
released like
No,
near
it's
the end.
three.
of the
Was it
Three.
3? Was it 3?
Five.
That could use a nice Switch 2 update for sure. Like before Metroid Prime 4 comes out, they could
I
drop a
mean,
free update.
that's why I think we're
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, I mean,
probably
you get
happen.
like the tuna stuff, so maybe they do that.
That'll probably happen.
Um,
Oh,
That's
you
right,
know,
'cause it-
actually, now that I
that's
think
right.
about it, you know what actually my favorite game was from this direct?
Don't do it.
Pac-Man World 2 repack. Holy
Hey,
shit, I can't wait
Pac-Man
for that
World
one.
2 in the house.
That was a
I mean,
remake, man.
To be
There
fair,
you go.
to be fair,
Another-
I did play the other one. I did play the first one.
Yeah,
So
me
I'm
too.
down for that. I'm down for it.
No, seriously,
Yeah.
that was a good game. I mean, am I gonna buy it? Probably not, but
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
You bitch.
I'm happy to see some
I wanted you
representation.
to be like, well, I mean, I got the first one right here. I got the original.
Okay, let's put it like this. I definitely ain't buying it on Switch 2. I don't need no key cards. I don't need them. So
That one kind of pissed me
Yeah,
off.
and
How about this? Wait, T. What
I
about
can be like T now. Look.
T? What
You're a
about,
villain. I have the one behind me. You fuck. I
that
can't
Mortal
grab it from
Kombat
here.
Legacy Collection? Would you
Mortal
get that
Kombat
on
Legacy
Switch?
Collection, I
wasn't
will
shown,
get on
was
Switch
it?
2.
It's all on. It's a full-on cart. It's
Yeah,
full on the
I
cart.
will get it on Switch
did they
2.
show that at the partnership direct?
No.
No,
No.
Why wasn't that? Why wasn't that at the partnership direct?
I didn't
That's
know.
a cool
I
announcement.
didn't know it was confirmed for Switch 2. Was it
Yeah,
Switch
it
2
is.
only, or Switch 1 and
That
2?
literally would have satisfied me.
I think it's
Like,
1 and
add
2.
that to it.
And it's all on the
But it is
cartridge.
not,
It's on a
all
cart, yes.
so
Yeah, 'cause
it's
I
all
mean,
on
we're
a cart.
talking about. I'm surprised that they bought a cart because that bitch. What is that shit?
No, well, you know
uh,
why? Because it's limited run.
5
apparently.
gigs at the
Yeah,
top.
Limited Run will do that. Limited Run will do
I will
that.
say, I was hugely disappointed. My memory of Mortal Kombat 2.
Is it a Switch 2 cart? Probably not.
No, but
No, I think so. Because it's
Limited
from,
Run ain't paying for that shit.
No, they said.
No.
Did you not? That Limited Run said that every Switch 2 game.
Oh
they
no,
will have-
my bad. It is because it's more on the Switch 2. It's $10 more. So that's why
Oh, is
they.
it really?
That's how. Yeah, it's 10. It's 50 everywhere else. It's 60 on Switch 2. And you know what I said? I said the same shit on the Switch 1, and I'll stand by that principle. I said if you put the effort in, I would pay more to buy that bitch on a cart on the Switch 2,
Mhm.
or back then I was saying the Switch 1. I have no problem with that. Give me the goddamn option. That's all I'm saying. Give
I
me
don't
the
know if I
option.
pay $60 after my dabbled back in Mortal Kombat 2 on Super Nintendo, but that and Super Street Fighter 2, they're not really as close to the arcade as I remembered back in the day. It felt
No,
like
but
they were.
no.
this one is
No,
cool.
they're
I don't
not.
know if you know about this. This is from the guys that did Atari 50. It's more like documentary style. Like it's a
Yeah,
whole.
they put a lot of shit into it. It's like a lot
Yeah,
of like
really
behind the
cool.
scenes stuff. They even do like they show the people in the motion or not. I
Yeah.
guess it's motion capture stages or whatnot. And,
Uh-huh.
like
Because the
behind
arcade
scenes
versions
video.
still look pretty good. I mean, the compared to the Super Nintendo, they're significantly better. Especially the Mortal Kombat. The character look way more like realistic, three-dimensional. The limited capabilities of the Super Nintendo. I was shocked. Super Street Fighter 2 is like, I think it's a step down over Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Nintendo. And then I watched a video about it. It's like, yeah, they really skimped out for whatever reason. That game just really suffers compared to the arcade. But
But what about Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
did they have one?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. I don't think that's the one I got. But
I'm pretty sure that's the one I got.
That's the one I have. Yeah.
Actually, no, that's another
Yeah.
one that Roger Grunt said. How do you feel about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? That is a more recent game.
No, that's from last year. That's from last year. Here's my.
Exactly, recent game.
It doesn't fill my category to show what the Switch
It
can
does,
do.
no. It feels mine. I'm not gonna. It feels mine. I'm conflicted of that one
I'd give
because that game. Because that
donkey
game.
shit about anything
that game
to do
came
with Dragon
out-
Ball Z.
Here's my problem. That game was hyped up and came out, and in the course of like 2 or 3 months, it died in the fans. The fans were just like, "Well, that was Dragon Ball," and we're just
I
like,
remember seeing that
"Eh."
shit still
That just
crazy
felt like-
numbers when it first.
I don't know what.
It did because it's a sequel to like one of the most popular anime fighting games of all time. To Dragon Ball Tenkaichi, Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi series. Man, that shit was on the Wii, the PlayStation
No.
2, the fucking good
GameCube.
God.
Did Switch 1 get any of the 3D Arena Dragon Ball games? Can't remember.
The only one we got was Fighters and what was the other one?
don't-
Kakarot? Did you get Kakarot?
I thought Kakarot was just now confirmed.
I just had a Mandela effect moment. I could have sworn.
Well,
Super
they
Street
had
Fighter 2
the
Turbo
Demon
was a
Slayer
thing. It's not.
No.
Yeah, we also got the party game, Robert. We got the board game. We got the Mario Party ripoff one. The fans were all like, "Well, how
No,
the
also
fuck
we
did
got
you make this?"
the,
No, we got the fighting games. We got the fighting games.
which I played.
If you played the Naruto games, you've essentially played the Demon Slayer ones. That's the problem.
Well, I played because it has like a story
know.
mode in it, and I like. playing it.
If you've never seen the anime, that's what that's for. That's what that's.
I
for.
know that's it.
That's literally, dude.
I've only seen
you
the
don't,
movie.
you don't. You need,
Train.
see you bitch. I hate you. You need to understand something. Anime fans are starved for good anime games. We are struggling out here in these streets, bro. I need some quality shit because I'm tired of these half-ass arena fighters. That's all we fucking get. Sorry, that's a whole other issue. Let me chill out.
I
How
don't
about
care
that Madden, though?
mostly.
How about that Madden though?
Madden.
Hey, they
That
showed my
Madden-
Detroit Lions quite a bit in that trailer.
They did. I was like, Juice is gonna like this. I think they give him a little love there. So
My favorite running joke is when I see Juice grade a third-party game on Switch 2, knowing full well this man will never touch these games.
Like,
on
it's not
Switch.
Madden,
I don't know why that you
Yeah.
guys think that matters to like me like judging a direct or get like
No,
doesn't
it
matter what I'm buying
but-
on. If I see a good game in the Xbox, I mean, yeah, I'm buying on PlayStation if I like the game. Like this game, I think was first shown during an Xbox.
No. It's
I'm not ready
different.
We're still looking at,
No,
like,
no. This is not the same thing as just a new game. I'm talking about just third-party ports, and I'm like, oh, let me judge these third-party ports that I'm not going to
Yeah,
buy.
I don't know. For me,
But I will
personally,
still
if I
give you
don't
credit.
care about something,
That's what
I don't
Juice is saying.
really-
I'm still gonna give you credit, even if it's a game I
Yeah,
don't care about.
It doesn't mean if
I think
I
it's-
don't care if I'm
it's
buying it on
impactful.
Switch or not. If it looks like a good game and I'm buying it on PlayStation, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna detract from the Switch 2
No.
presentation.
Well, I'm not talking about like a new game though. That argument only works for new games. I'm talking about like the ports. Looks like a pretty good port.
I
I'm
can,
not
yeah.
gonna
Well,
purchase.
you don't think I can say that looks like a solid port without buying
I'm
it?
not saying
Well, I
no.
mean,
I don't
they
know what
do
you're
think
saying.
that I mean, I personally
kind of-
don't, like.
Oh,
if
sorry,
it's
go
something I don't like. You have these games that come out, and sometimes you know, even if you don't even buy it on any platform, you end up looking it up And for
Yeah.
me, I don't care about something
Yeah.
I don't care about, so I don't look it up.
Lenny Wright is correct. Also, the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 was on Switch 1.
That's right,
and,
Xenoverse
It
2.
was okay, yeah.
The game that keeps getting updates now, which fucks me up.
Kakarot, I did look it up. Kakarot was on Switch 1. Or
Was it?
or
Okay.
It just happened, like you said. Like, it happened recently.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was recent because
Yeah,
Kakarot's
wasn't it like January or something?
yeah, Kakarot's been out for a while. So I think Kakarot's been out for what, a couple of years, I think.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball,
Fighter-
Dragon Ball is-
I'm completely wrong.
Fighter
It's
Z
not
or
on
Fighter
Switch 1.
Z.
Like,
yeah,
the Switch version.
Kakarot, yeah, it makes sense because Sparking Zero is the newest game.
What is this
Dragon Ball
gameplay from?
Dragon Ball is the IP
This is
that always
IGN
fucking-
played Chronos. I mean, the trailer
Yeah,
looks
this
good.
is,
I don't. This game plays.
So
I
it's
mean,
probably
it looks
PC?
alright.
Yeah, it's probably PC.
I didn't say.
It's got some good lighting effects. And
Yeah,
some
it
good,
reminds me a lot of Silent Hill and some Resident Evil in
Yeah.
there, but a little more.
Damn, you see those
that looked like a vagina or something just came out of it. I was just saying.
Couldn't help himself.
This is
mean-
gonna scratch the Resident Evil itch for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As long as it's a good
Oh.
game.
This is one of the games that you could say, all right, well, it look like they doing some big boy stuff over
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean,
on Switch 2.
ooh, okay.
Well, yeah, I gave them credit for this one.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. I was
Yeah,
like,
you know.
it was one of those games that I didn't
Oh, I
know
give them
anything
credit.
about.
I'm not saying they don't get no credit, but they
I
get
wasn't
credit.
expecting it at all, personally. That's why when I saw it, I was like,
Yeah, because it felt kind of like out of left field, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, "Oh, well, that looks really good." Okay, all right.
Well, I knew about Chronos you know,
I didn't know
Johnny
about, I didn't know about it at all.
retro.
It was one of
I
the
knew about
highlights of.
Control when that first happened.
Y'all got to stop this fighting. This fighting has to stop. Oh.
This has potential for sure.
Y'all were supposed to be friends.
Oh, the game looks good. It's a good looking game.
I love that.
But also that the spiritual successor to Dead Space didn't turn out to be very good. What was that called?
yeah, but it's
What
not
game
even,
was that?
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
not even
something
gonna think about that, but
the Indigo, not Indigo. What is that?
That was made.
Something
The
like that.
original Dead Space creator
Protocol.
formed a team and made a Dead Space like game, but it
I know
Callisto
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Callisto Protocol. Yeah.
yeah. I was pretty
Oh,
excited
that.
for that, and then it didn't really seem.
yeah,
to,
but
The
to be fair,
Callisto
I mean,
Proto failed.
I'm
That
not,
did
you know,
fail.
this is Blooper, completely different team, and they worked
yeah,
on
I'm not
something.
saying the same team.
They
But I'm
hyped
saying
the shit out of that Callisto Protocol. They had like a series running, like a
Yeah, they
audio
made-
series on IGN and all kinds of shit doing.
they went a little too.
That
But
game
I was
was-
more excited for Callisto Protocol than I am from what I've seen of this game,
But
and,
this,
and it just didn't come together. I
This
guess
game
they
might
patched
actually
it.
be good though.
They
This
patched
game might
it.
actually be good.
I guess they added a lot of stuff people were asking for down the road, but it was too late at that point.
Like
Yeah.
graphics.
No, just like some
No,
gameplay
No,
improvements.
no, the game always looked good. That's the one thing it did have was
yeah,
Look
when
at
you
the
back
graphics,
back
oh.
into like spinning blades and you just get torn to pieces and stuff. But yeah, I mean, Blooper Team's last game was good, so I'm excited for this game. Hopefully it turns out. So
Finally give you something to play on
I'll,
Switch.
I'll be
So
playing
that's
on
good for the
PS5,
Direct.
but
yes.
Yeah, come on now. What was that? What you think you're really good on Switch? Come
We
on
just
now.
discussed it.
so I give it credit for for the direct, but again, and me as my taste as a Nintendo fan, I just know all these bitches on key cards. I can't fuck with you. I can't mess with you.
That stops me
Yeah,
from buying the
yeah.
physical game, but I probably still get it digitally if I want it.
Also, they
that's-
announced the new
that's always a possibility.
Katamari game is cool.
No, that one was good.
I
I
was,
just-
that's, yeah, that was good. That
but
was
I
good.
recognize the Katamari is pretty niche, but it is still a good announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
It's one of the Tinky Winky games, but
No, I don't do that. No, come on.
Katamari and Tinky Winky.
Katamari, yeah, but Katamari's that game.
Yeah, I was trying to get the shit credit before you started crying. I'm telling you,
I know people love Katamari.
it's a
these
new
days.
game. That's cool. It's a new Katamari game. Who expected that? No one. So
No.
that was.
I mean,
that was cool.
I know people love the Katamari games these days, but that game trailer popped up and I was like, here we go, it's this again.
No, don't do that. That's
Why
crazy.
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
Katamari, not a remake. It's a new Katamari.
Yeah, I know.
I hated
very
that
Switch
response.
one. That's a very Switch
I hated
one.
that response. Yeah, I know.
How is it a very Switch one game?
And then the pause were ruined. Then he goes, no. And you just got the pause like, damn, dog. You couldn't even.
Man, look, I will gladly take.
You can give me one of those. Give me a fist pump, goddamn it.
Here's the thing about me and digital games. As far as big new games, I don't buy them bitches brand new. I had to wait till they bought $30, $25 before I.
No,
had
that's
to
fair.
think.
That's fair.
That's just
Sounds like you
I
watched
can't-
Robin's last video. Ooh.
Retro on the road right now, bro.
Relax, man. Chill out.
Hey, man, I buy everything on discount, yo.
It's stupid.
Demon time. Relax.
Yeah, I can't buy big new games at $70 on a fucking digital.
No,
I
I
just
wouldn't do
can't.
that. No, I
I
wouldn't do that.
physically can't do it. I just can't.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them to cost the same. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
They
They
did it
ain't
because-
passing on none of that savings. You can forget about
They
it.
said they did it because then retailers would feel screwed if people
Right.
if it was cheaper.
As
on
if
the
they
But
digital.
people are
about
still.
retail.
The kicker is people are buying more digital than physical now, though.
Right. They clearly don't
already
care about no
screwed.
damn retailer.
Man,
Right.
already
Walmart
screwed.
really downsized when I picked up Donkey Kong. Their gaming section
Oh,
was
yeah?
like a joke now. Like
It wasn't that crazy from
mine,
to
Yeah,
be-
they
can you
just
blame 'em?
remodeled like a month ago. It was like a
The
whole
Switch
wall.
2 is supposed to save them. I think that's the same thing as GameStop. GameStop was very excited, but then they didn't realize the situation here. Yeah, they didn't realize.
Yeah,
the shit
I
was
mean, it
coming.
still did well, but like it's good. Like that's.
No, I mean, as far the games is what's better for sales wise for GameStop, not the console itself. They making pennies off of this, the console, but
Yeah.
they're looking for physical games to be a big thing again in their
Yeah.
retail stores, and that's just
That
not
wasn't gonna
happening
happen
right
regardless.
now.
Hell, even Nintendo fans have been buying more digital than physical lately.
Yeah, but we still like 60-40 or something.
yeah, but we're the
That's
last
still pretty
bastion of
good.
that. Yeah, we're the last
I know.
bastion of it.
I'm
That's-
agreeing with you. They were expecting more Last Bastion shit going on. And it's
They
just
weren't gonna-
right now it ain't happening. So
That wasn't gonna
And
happen.
also, I mean, I always say like when you see those charts, those NPD numbers where it shows like Mario Kart World and all this stuff, like or Donkey Kong Bonanza, like every Nintendo game never actually includes the digital sales. It's always physical, and they
Yeah.
still be topping charts because a lot of people do buy Nintendo games physical.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Because they're on the
So-
cart.
Yeah.
And they're right.
and also
Nintendo.
people like Nintendo guys like buying.
we like our show.
Physical
I mean, we
stuff.
grew up
like
on
having-
we
yeah.
grew up on physical cards. Damn it.
We like having our thing, so we go, oh, banana. You know?
Oh, banana.
Hey, listen, that's immaculate.
It's great. It's great.
You know,
That's fucking.
Is there ever
immaculate.
gonna be like a good outfit for Paulina? That's not something stupid. Look like
What do you mean? What?
Oh my God, Juice.
Buddy, how much of the game have you
You're
played?
killing.
I'm
Robin,
on
man. You can buy the amiibo
701.
for 20 for 30.
So there's
bucks,
like
you
a
get the
bunch of
outfit.
outfits, and for me, I have this one that works for like gold to get more gold, but like
Which
in
one
the
is
end of the
that?
day,
Yeah, I
like,
guess
Get
I would buy
yourself
the
one of
amiibo.
these, and then you can have a nice
Actually,
outfit,
I just
bro.
really like. I mean, call me
You-
Robert.
you
I
only
like
need
the
I don't like, I
default.
don't like that. I'm be real. I don't like that outfit for her in that form of her.
I like
If
the
she was
default outfit so much that I can't bring myself to change
No,
it.
I agree. I actually, as of right now, that's been
Is it-
my favorite.
you
is her
like-
default.
Is it
Oh,
fixed or
you
the
don't
best?
No,
I-
all the
that's what I'm
additional
awkward.
ones are like
said-
ridiculous. Like this is a terrible. Like on any character, this would look bad. Like it just.
It fits the game the best. She got this kind of Flintstones look. To
Yeah,
me,
I
it
actually
fits
like it a
better.
lot. I like it a lot,
What about
actually.
Donkey Kong? You like Donkey Kong's like overalls and stuff, and
All I do is I change his fur to black, and I haven't changed anything since.
I can't fuck with his over. I can't put no overalls of Donkey Kong.
I bought a couple
don't do
sets.
that. Yeah, you gotta at least humor it. You gotta at least
I
humor it.
can't change his. I changed his color for like 10 minutes.
The problem is,
that shit don't feel right to me. I'm sorry.
the only motivation to collect fossils would be the different outfits, and I'm like, I don't like anything that I've seen
Yeah.
other than the default.
well, I mean, for me, I just enjoy collecting the fossils, but yeah, I mean, technically, like I know it's for the costumes, but I don't even change the costumes. So
That doesn't shock me at all that you don't change the costume.
yeah, I mean, I
I'm
like my
surprised he's not just
game
naked.
naked. Well, yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, I like him default naked. When literally, where it says naked, I love it. It's hilarious. It's literally I have to have it. Well, again, Pauline is not in her default outfit.
I'm
because
surprised you
if
haven't
no-
made the best new costumes in games video yet.
I can't. I have no. I don't know about. I don't change stuff. So that'd be.
I
one
want
video
you. I
can't
want you to
fucking-
put a tier list of nudity of new character in games. Just like how nude,
nudity?
like how nude I can make my main character in a game. Like, oh,
could do that, like,
GTA
maybe-
only has me in my underwear 0 out of 10. Fucking no dick 0 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean that could be good.
Yeah,
Anybody
uh,
mess
it's
with
me.
the sculpting thing? I don't even know how to get to
I'll
it.
mess with it a little
For me,
bit.
I don't care for it personally.
Clocked it, dude. He showed us in the chat.
Yeah,
he
he
made like
made a
a
really
Majora's
good
Mask
thing. He made a
moon and
really good,
everything.
I missed that.
Yeah, I thought it was really
That's because
good.
he's creative.
No, you saw it. I thought you saw it. I thought you.
Everyone's so
Did I?
creative.
How long ago?
Was the Majora's Moon?
He like a
Remember?
couple weeks, almost like a week or two.
Oh.
I want to say.
I
almost.
might have
About a
seen
week
that.
ago.
Majora's
Hey
Moon.
man, don't be dooping on no Crystal Chronicle, man. Crystal Chronicle's
I thought it was
good.
very good.
It's not the second one for Wii. Don't mess with that one.
Man, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with that. Like, I started playing it and I never finished it. I'm like, I can't. Something about this game is just off.
Well, you need like 4 GBAs and shit to really get the gist of that whole game. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the original one on GameCube.
That's the
I love
problem.
that one.
All right, we're gonna take a turn here. I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna hold up a movie, and I'm gonna predict that Retrodesk's gonna say this movie's trash.
That's a random.
You gotta be
yeah.
honest, though.
You want to hear a hot take before you do that?
Yeah.
Like a week ago, I was on a trip, and
Well,
the Fifth Element came on, and like my wife had never seen it before. I'm like, "Last Element, we watched it," and she
probably
was
hated
like,
it.
"Did you like that the way you used to like it?" And I'm like, "I'm not gonna lie, man, that wasn't that good anymore."
It's still good. I watch it all.
It's
That's probably
still
my
great.
most frequently watched movie in my life over the
I
years.
still watch that.
It's
Bit. I
still good.
love Fifth Element.
But there have been movies where I said that about. All right, Retro. I'm gonna expect either you haven't
Yeah,
seen
there's
it
some.
or you're gonna say this movie's garbage.
Wait, we gotta
Oh.
guess. Hold on, don't say. So we
I
gotta
already
guess.
held it up. I'm already saying.
Movie.
Can you tell what it is? It's in reverse.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little
Oh.
China.
What do you
So
think?
we gotta guess.
I
Retro.
actually had never seen that before, and a couple of years ago, my wife was like, "Dude, you need to see this movie." We watched it. I fucking loved it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I
There
love
you
that
go.
movie.
I especially watching it
Stay
recently
long.
because I know watching reaction channels sometimes these old classics they don't hit with people.
The design for Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
But like I said,
comes in
and that was my first time seeing it, and that was only like 2 years ago. I'd
Kim
never seen it before.
Cattrall looked stunning back then. I had such a
Yeah,
crush, but
yeah.
anyway.
post mannequin.
hmm I used to dream about that being real, like the whole mannequin storyline. Just like for years, I feel like that was a fantasy of mine. Like I wish that would come true. I wish that would happen.
Started looking at mannequins a little differently after that movie.
Let's see. Does anybody out of the Switch 2 games you have you like really felt like, wow, this is definitely a next gen? This is next gen Nintendo. Like, has anything triggered that?
Yeah,
for you
Donkey
guys?
Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Absolutely.
Mario Kart and Donkey Kong.
I think there was a point where you're like standing in the shoot, I want to say it's the ice level, and you see the fucking snow and shit. And then I think I turned. I was already fucking. I was like, oh shit, this is a smooth ass turn. And you look over and you see like this crazy ass lava volcano in the background. And I think once you get further down in the level, it just turns into a magma level. And I was like, oh, this shit's gorgeous for me personally. Like, and it's,
Wait, I
and it's-
think imagine if that game ran on Switch 1, it'd be way more.
Well, they
taxing.
showed how little the detail there was in the jungle.
But also
area.
just like imagine like I'd be trying to get gold and I'd be smashed through just large chunks and stuff. I'm like, yo, this would be tanking on Switch 1 if this.
God, oh,
So
it would be.
for me, there's a couple.
cratering.
There's a couple areas in Mario Kart. That first couple days where I was just in awe of like the colors, the HDR. But honestly, I don't feel it at all with Donkey Kong. I don't feel like I'm playing a next gen game. Just don't.
sorry to hear that.
I mean,
Sorry to
I
hear
can
that.
actually
RIP.
comment a little bit
Yeah.
on this just because I like
RIP,
played
sorry.
Mario Kart and I
RIP.
only
Sorry
played
for
it
it.
in like in
So you a
handheld in
bad
the
taste in
store.
game, Joe?
Like I was playing Mario Kart in handheld, like in the store, and I was playing it, and I was playing a level, and I saw like the racing track in the distance, like they say in the trailer, and like I'm racing around. All of a sudden, I'm like at the top, and in the distance, you see like the world, the other tracks, and
Mhm.
I'm like, holy shit, the Switch One would never have been able to do that.
Oh
But
yeah,
like, just
absolutely.
how far you can see the big tracks in front of you.
Right.
I think it was like a Bowser's Castle level, and you see like through everything.
Oh,
I'm
That
like,
shit was
fucking amazing.
it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
That shit was
Sandstorm
phenomenal.
stopped. Was it 2 Saturdays? Yeah, 2 Saturdays ago. Him and his girlfriend stopped over, and I was playing.
That was
Mario
2
Kart.
Saturdays ago.
Mhm.
Jeez.
I was playing Mario Kart while I was waiting for him, and they were just watching me for a little bit, and I was at the top of the big question block at the very top of that level, way up high, and you know what I mean, Robert? Like it's kind of like a jungly setting,
Great.
and I
great,
looked out, and I was just like,
room.
wow. That seeing off in the distance, and then I just drove off accidentally. I was, let's just see what happens. Some tracks it pulls you back up, even in the. I feel like even in the free room. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just fell all the way down. It felt like it took like 30, 40 seconds. It probably was only 10 or 15, but it felt like forever.
Very cool.
Hit the water, and I was like, obviously we got something like that in Tears of the Kingdom where you dive from the sky, but
Not a 60 FPS at 14.
and Ayers asked the question I was kind of leading up to, like, what's going to be, let's say after Donkey Kong, if that was the game for you, but what do you think is going to be the next, like, which studio is going to have the next, like, wow, all right, this is the next.
Monolith Soft.
You think, I was thinking Monolith Soft too.
Monolith Soft's gonna have me fucking wilding, bro. I'm gonna whatever the hell it is, if it's the new IP or whatever it is, we'll look over and be like,
I think it's gonna depend on which game is obviously gonna come out first.
That's true.
But like, if Monolith has a thing, like obviously, because I keep saying it, every new Xenoblade just looks significantly better than the last one. So seeing something like that on the Switch too, like I know it's gonna be amazing. But realistically, like I think Mario is the new next 3D Mario. It's gonna deliver that shit. I think.
I think Xenoblade or Monolith game is going to be well before Mario, so I think we'll see Monolith first.
I think there's a good chance we could see 3D Mario for next year with the Mario movie 2 and release around that time. Summer 2026.
I hope they plan something like that. That was like a
3D
missed
Mario.
opportunity.
Well, no, but like Wonder was close enough. So like I
Maybe
think
they'll
you
do
can
it.
still
Maybe
see
they'll do it with Zelda.
Maybe Monolith will do what they did with 2,
27?
though. And they'll put some massive moving objects that will mean they have
Maybe.
to scale everything back down visually just to make it be able to run.
I think
they
Like
like
I'm
to
still
push.
I'm still playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I recently got to the area where you have the boat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far it is in the game, but I'm like 60 plus. Everybody's like level 60 or something, and on the level where you have that boat and you see like the sword in the distance, I'm looking at this. I'm like, holy fucking shit, this looks nuts. So I'm already thinking like on the Switch 2, what that will be able to do. Like it's gonna be mind blowing.
Yeah, well, they used. I
I'll
forget
say
what
the next
upscaling they used.
Animal Crossing will be amazing.
Yeah.
The next Animal.
I mean,
Yeah,
obviously I'm
Georgia.
gonna love that, but I don't expect like that escape. Like holy, you know
I
what I
think,
mean?
yeah,
Hey
Luigi's.
man, when we saw New Horizons, though,
Yeah.
that was a holy shit next gen leap for me. But I mean,
No, I can expect the next gen leap, but like I feel.
well,
the
yeah, I guess
extraction-
to be fair, with Animal Crossing was because it was the first HD ever. It was like, oh wow, like this is
Yeah,
the
it's
first...
been like fucking 14 years since the last
Yeah,
console
so-
one.
So I guess
I still
honestly,
think the
you
next
could
Animal
still see
Crossing is
it.
gonna be nuts visually. Absolutely, I believe that.
I don't think it'll be.
On that scale, you know.
I like Luigi's Mansion 4. I think it's gonna look great, but I think the diminishing returns will be in effect there because how good.
Yeah, I don't
3
think it is
looks.
gonna look. Yeah,
It's
I
gonna
don't think
probably-
it looks cool.
unless they push
It'll be
30
60 frames
If
though.
they do 60, it definitely. I think it'll be closer, but maybe upon like going back and forth, you'd be like if you played 4 for like and beat it, and then you're like, all right, let's boot up 3. You might be like, wow, okay, the difference was way bigger than I first thought, type of situation. But I think Monolith's gonna, because they use some kind of upscaling technique with 3 that really cleaned up the visuals. Now, if they can take advantage of DLSS or something, take it to the next level, it could be. And honestly, I haven't touched Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm still waiting for a 60 FPS patch. Just waiting.
Like, I mean, that's basically what I got to do right now. Stop complaining about Switch 2 games and then just, play my Switch 1 games. I ain't finna.
I haven't finished Expedition 33. I'm at like 28 hours. Terrell keeps telling me there's an Act 2, and I'm like, where the hell is Act 2 going to start? I'm almost 30 hours in the game.
No, Act 3.
You think I'm already in Act 2? I thought you said that.
I'm who. You'll know if you played a certain character.
Yeah, I mean
You-
that's pretty
there's
vague.
there's a character you get.
Was that Act 2? I might be
yeah.
in Act 2.
That's what I'm saying.
I just
think
got
you're
to
in
the
Act-
Paintress. I got to the Monolith the last time I played.
Oh yeah, you've been in Act 2 then. The fuck.
Okay.
Does Nintendo
Yeah.
care about Mario's 40th?
I would
Uh,
hope
When is the
so.
point?
But...
Is it literally now?
I ain't heard nothing.
I would assume something.
I ain't
Oh,
heard
that's this
nothing.
year. Yeah, it's 25. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
guess they don't. Because
Yeah,
the
that's true.
NES launched in what, October in the US in 2020 or
Yeah.
1985
Well,
in New
then
York?
maybe 45th anniversary. No, at that point you might as well wait for the 50th.
Yeah.
But 40 is obviously like a huge number. But people think Nintendo gives way too much shits about every 5 year that passes.
I want to give a shit about all the shits like
They
shit.
cared about 35th. They went all out on that bitch.
I think the
I mean,
biggest time
35th
they
is
went
still
out was
random.
Luigi, the year of
Yeah.
Luigi.
Fuck Luigi, bro. And Waluigi too.
Man, what
Bum,
Luigi
bum,
do?
bum, 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 bum.
I
Fuck
think,
Waluigi.
you know, definitely the 50th year. So give it 10 more years.
Bum, bum,
Absolutely.
Man, they celebrated 35th. They can do the 40th. Goddamn it.
Fuck Luigi.
Give me a motherfucker. Fuck Luigi. Damn.
So,
35th.
40
Why you say
Just
fuck
something-
me for?
Is there something special
Yeah,
about the 35th?
At that point, do the 50th.
But is there something special about
I'll be
35th?
dead then. I
Not
can't
really.
have that.
It's 25 and 40
Yo.
usually.
That shit was random as hell.
25 and 40, really? I would think 25 and 50.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
an
they
age.
do that.
For I was thinking people. I guess when I said that.
Time, man. It's time.
It'd be
bro.
21.
I
21
I
to
don't care about
40.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
For
every 10
anniversaries,
years,
I
I
ain't
feel
gonna
like
care about the 50th. Yeah.
I feel like every
Old as
10
hell.
years should be something.
Jesus Christ.
He's like doesn't know he's gonna make it that far.
Oh,
Damn right.
wow. That's crazy.
I'm black, so you know we get
No,
out of
shut
here
up.
early.
Shut
We don't
up.
age. You
Shut
don't
up.
age though.
Shut up. Hey, man, you getting that black fatigue? Mm.
that black fatigue.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm fucking
I
terrible.
think the Switch 3, you know, with the Mario 50th anniversary is gonna be pretty big. That'd be pretty big.
What's your
I
boy
would hope
name?
the
Lance.
50th
Lance
would
from
be something big, yeah.
what's the actor? The actor Lance.
Lance.
From he's in Horizon Zero Dawn. The
Oh,
brother,
Lance
but
Reddick.
he's
Reddick.
in, yeah. He what was he? 57. 10 years, one would be out. And I'm guessing he probably eat better and
Yeah.
exercise better than
You
I
would
do.
think.
God damn it. God damn.
Well, what did he pass from? I don't remember.
Probably cancer.
I don't remember either, actually. Was it
I mean, then again, Ozzy was like what 70 or some shit.
It was a core.
right, and he did everything on the planet.
Yeah.
He
He could, Ozzy could
He
barely
shot everything
speak.
on the planet through his nose.
He could barely speak for 20 years.
That's what happened though when you like you do a lot of drugs. The minute you stop, that's when you fucked up. That's
If
when
you
they
gonna
die.
start
When
this
they get-
cocaine,
when-
you
when
better
they get-
finish this cocaine because you ain't getting no nothing else.
when they get clean, that's when they go, man. It's like what the hell?
Well, the Rolling
I
Stones
got my
guys
life
are
turned
all
around.
old.
Too late, boy. Too late.
Paul McCartney, did he pass or is he still alive? I can't remember.
No, Paul McCartney's still alive. Man,
now.
you trying
For
to
now.
kill off Paul McCartney? God
For
damn,
now, bro.
He's up there.
You trying to kill off-
He's been making
He's
music
fucking
since the
around.
50s. I don't know if he still makes music, but you know, that's when he.
He's 83.
Is
Oh,
he?
yeah.
God, he feels older than that.
He'll be out of here.
82 is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
old.
I mean, both
He'll
my
be out.
all my grandparents, the women my grandmas and
Your-
great grandmas, they all died in their 90s, like every one of them. My grandpas all died in their 60s.
They
kinda
lasted
like
10
the
more years. They would have been, they would have been
101.
immortal.
I don't even remember. I never even knew any of my great grandpas, but I had two great grandmas. Well, you know, it's just,
I met my great grandfather and great grandmother. I did meet them.
yeah, my
I was-
great grandpas
young.
and both my grandpas were both gone in their 60s.
Mhm,
Are all
jeez.
gone.
Yeah, my grandfather died at 68. My grandma is still alive at like 91.
Yeah, it's
This shit
crazy.
got grim as hell. What?
You're right.
One day
Yeah,
we'll all be
I'm-
dead.
You know
Right,
what?
T.
You know how Donkey
that
Kong
right, T?
never
We'll all be
dies.
dead
I still
one
haven't
day.
died
Yeah.
in DK Bonanza.
Not
What?
once,
No,
not a
I
singular time.
I
That's a
did
little
get down to
surprising.
one heart or half a heart, or yeah, heart. at
Oh,
one
but you
I'm
point.
never,
never
like-
surprised by that.
No, I don't know what happened.
Never like fell off. Now
I fell up in
-500?
the balloon takes me up.
Well, oh, so you always have balloons?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you always have balloons. You sound so sad about that.
The only thing that
No, I
almost
mean-
killed me was the molten chocolate that looks like lava.
How many hearts do you have? Did you upgrade your heart stuff?
Yeah, I
don't
think
think-
I got
I don't-
4 or 5 plus the.
I don't
bonus.
think- I don't think
Mine,
they
like, I rocked it away 3 for a while because I was trying to get some other ones, and then I ended up dying a few times. I'm like, all right, let me start. upgrading
Actually, I've
those there.
maxed out everything I think I need, and I have like 6-7 points right now. But I got the punch maxed out and a couple hearts, and then one like the.
Why is this grand say, will Paul Rudd come back for the 50th? No, Paul Rudd finally starting to look his age.
Yep.
He was timeless for a long time, but not no more.
Will they try to make
Keith
another
Richards-
Ant-Man?
Keith Richards is still alive? God damn.
Why you
There
why
you
you
go.
say it like
There-
that, bro? That's rude.
There you go. No. Did you, if you
That
know
dude's
Keith
looked
Richards, you like,
old. For 30
Yeah.
years, that guy's looked old.
Yeah,
Well, I was trying to think of,
My whole life,
thinking
pretty
of,
much.
like,
Keith
Morgan
Richards.
Freeman. Morgan Freeman, I've always feel like he's looked how he's looked. since
Yeah.
I've been alive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he's starting
I
to.
mean,
I've seen some
Morgan
interviews
Freeman's fucking
recently. He's
immortal.
looking pretty old.
yeah,
Really?
he looked the same. He looked in Lean on Me and shit in '88. What the
Yeah, Robin Hood Men in Tights, or not? Was it Men in Tights or Prince of Thieves? He
Oh,
looks.
Prince of Thieves,
yeah,
yeah.
he looks the same in that movie as like
Yeah.
as he did in like, I wouldn't say like probably the late 2000 or mid 2000s.
I was gonna say the same about Sam Jackson. But he looked the same when he was Robin McDowell's and Coming to America. He still looked the same to me.
Oh, I mean, people even know that reference, bro. That's gonna fuck me up.
Well, it's funny 'cause I looked up Morgan Freeman young, and he's still, even at young, he looks now. He looks
You know what I think of when I think of it? I think of Back to the Future when they go back in time and the principal's still bald headed. It's like, damn, did you ever have hair? That's fucked up.
I feel like Michelle
never-
Yeoh's looked not. She doesn't. She looked when she was younger, obviously, but I feel like she's looked the same age for about the last 20 years.
What's her name too from Street Fighter? Who's in
Oh,
she's in
yeah.
one of them Star Wars? What's her name?
She was in the Boba Fett.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
She
show,
played
yeah.
Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Street
Woo.
Fighter? You
Woo.
mean the Van Damme Street
Mhm.
Fighter?
Yeah, the Van Damme Street Fighter. Yeah.
Goddamn,
Chun-Li,
Van Damme.
What is her name? I can't think of her name. Right
Did we ever talk about the Mortal Kombat trailer for the?
That was good casting right there.
Johnny Cage?
That was good cast.
Oh, let's
Oh, yeah,
go.
we never
Paul
talked about
Urban,
it.
man. I'm so excited for that.
Hey, that just
Hey,
went
that's
up
what
a
happens
whole
when you
couple
focus on a
notches.
character people actually like and know. Like, come on, like,
Yeah.
looks like the
Looks
other
like
guy's
it's gonna have
still
a
in
lot
it.
of combat, like,
still in
like
it,
a
but he-
Mortal Kombat main character.
Is
think
he?
it's gonna
I
be
haven't
fucking
even
great.
seen like a
He's in
screenshot.
the, he's in the trailer
Yeah.
for a second.
He's in a trailer. So what? Basically, what they're gonna do? They're gonna do to him what they did to Rose Tico, and
This is Johnny Cage's movie. There's no question.
What the fuck?
they did to her in Last
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do. Gee, I don't even remember his fucking name. What was his name in the movie? I don't remember. His
I have
fucking
no
name.
That was
idea.
my only
Last
problem
Jedi?
with the first movie, man.
No,
Like,
the character
the-
who was
main
who's
guy
the
who-
lead character in Mortal Kombat.
Wasn't it like Luke
Cole.
Young or something?
Why is it
Cole,
remember?
Cole Young,
Cole.
yeah.
And was he in
Cole
the
Young,
game? Was he in the last game?
No.
No,
What the
he's
fuck?
a completely movie
Yeah,
character.
they just made it. They just made.
They just made it up. It's like, what the fuck?
They said, let's throw him in Mortal Kombat. It was kind of random when you think about it.
The original Mortal Kombat, they were smart enough. All right, we're gonna follow Liu Kang. All right, that was
And
smart.
Sonya.
You gotta follow somebody.
Yeah.
It's got
And I
to
mean,
be their
yeah,
story.
I'm looking forward to this new movie. I'm
Oh yeah,
definitely-
absolutely. Looks like it's
Like
gonna
I love the fact that it's not like young Johnny Cage. It's like washed up Johnny Cage. I think that's way better. I think that's way cooler. You're a has been, that kind of thing. That's great.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, I mean, what is that? October?
I'm still concerned if it's the same fight choreography team and stuff because I was not feeling those fight scenes in the first movie.
Man, all those fights were great.
It was
I thought.
October 24th.
Maybe I have to watch it again someday.
I thought they were fairly good, but Jax, man, you gotta step it up. I don't know if it's not his fault, but they need to do some more with Jax. I think. because he was fairly lame.
I don't even
Um,
remember who else was other than Scorpio and
You don't remember? Jax was what's his name? Who's the little reporter in Superman? What's his name? I can't think of his name. Mr. Superman fan. Jimmy
Jimmy
Olsen. Jimmy Olsen. He plays Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl, the guy who plays
Oh,
Jax.
yeah, that guy's yep. I
Yeah.
remember.
His brother is on like one of my favorite YouTube channels, Double Toasted. He was also an actor. He was in like raunchier teen comedies in the early 2000s. He was in like Road Trip and shit.
Mhm.
So he was kind of the actor before him, but now he's like in this TV show, this YouTube show, Double Toasted.
I like
those
Euro
guys are
Trip.
great.
I like Euro Trip more than Road Trip.
Euro Trip was. I'm debating on whether it's time to show my kids that one or not. It might be too. It might be
You got a
too-
little sap. You got a little sap right there. It's right there. Maybe if you rub. Maybe if I. That's so ridiculous, but funny.
Those are the movies. Is that still good? So I went back and I watched like Freddy Got Fingered. I still.
I wonder if
fall apart
American
on that
Pie.
movie.
I don't know if American Pie will still be that.
American Pie mostly held up. There was some stuff in there. It was like that's pretty dated. But I'm worried about. I haven't seen Euro Trip.
I saw a
25
reaction to it
years.
recently, but not the actual movie in a while.
The day I literally
I haven't
just
seen
saw
it in
the
20
first
years.
time,
At least 20 years.
I just saw Dazed and Confused for the first time today.
I
thought
don't get the
that was-
hype around that movie. I never.
That was really good. No,
It's
Yeah.
fine,
that was
but
really good.
I'm with you, Juice. I'm one of the people that just don't get that movie.
I don't get other
Like it-
like putting it back in the theater. I'm like, really, that movie? Like,
Yeah.
I
Well, I
guess-
mean, to be fair though,
And I
theater
love
that-
Linklater. I love his
They put
movies,
a bunch
but
of
that one didn't
like
do it.
classic older movies.
I'm
like,
just-
It's
but
not
to
just
me,
because it's like an anniversary or anything. It's
people
just literally
talk
like
really fondly of that movie, and it's just the
I
iconic Matthew McConaughey line.
all
about,
right.
I keep
It's,
getting older, and they keep staying the same age.
It's gross. It's so gross though. That didn't age well. I don't think. Well, it was creepy then, but
Well, but
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's
still-
like his
still
character. though.
iconic.
that's
what
the
he-
point. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, that's his
But-
character.
But still, it's
It was pretty funny though. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
And the whole
it
beating.
didn't hit me the way I wanted
The,
it to hit me.
uh,
It just it definitely
the-
didn't.
what
I
do
don't
you
know about
call
like
it?
it's like you would consider like an all-time great. I don't know about
Like
that.
the
but,
freshmen,
What
like the
about you,
beatings they
Terrell? What do you
take,
think?
like beating the shit out of them
I
with
can't
a
be bothered.
cricket
I can't
bat.
be bothered right now.
Oh yeah, with the
Don't ask me, bro. Don't ask me.
It's like a
goddamn-
coming of age teen party movie, you know. It's,
My fucks are gone to give.
What movies are coming of age? What?
I just say that's kind of falls in that category, like graduating high school, you know, best times
Oh,
of your
yeah.
lives type of coming of age stories.
Yeah, but they
I
also
just don't
had-
relate to the '70s. That's why. That's one thing. Like it didn't.
But even then, they
That
still
movie
had
doesn't move
like
me.
some characters. I think what was really impressive is the fact that they had like 25 characters. It's some
Mhm.
crazy number, and they
It's
all
crazy.
like had their own personality, and it worked so well in like an hour 48. I'm like,
yeah,
ew, that's impressive shit though. Like in terms of that,
Like you
Like,
just turned the camera on and just said, "Do."
yeah, I was
Teenager
that's-
shit.
I was like, damn, I'm like,
And it
this
worked.
is a huge cast, and everyone got good screen time, and everyone was their own character. Everyone, and it's all like these. Big time actors' first movies. Like, what
Ben
the fuck?
Affleck.
It's actually really, Ben
Yeah.
Affleck. It's like, I'm like,
Fucking
yo, that's
Parker
crazy.
Posey and shit.
I can really appreciate it from that type of angle where you're like, damn, man, that's crazy.
Had to think for Parker Posey. It was,
yeah. She was in Blade Trinity, wasn't she?
She was the hottest vampire in Blade Trinity. She was very hot to me.
You find her relatively attractive.
That's the only thing that was good about that movie. That movie was trash. But Parker Posey as a vampire.
I mean, Jessica
so-
Biel was. She didn't have
Oh,
much
it's just
to do.
yeah.
But she was pretty cute. I think peak for
You
her
know,
was
Her weapon
Texas
was completely
Chainsaw
ridiculous.
Massacre. Texas Chainsaw
I
saw-
Massacre was peak Jessica Biel.
I saw yesterday for the first time in theaters was Sunset Boulevard.
I didn't
The
know that.
Sunset
19,
Boulevard.
1950,
Oh, that one?
1950 Sunset
Oh,
Boulevard.
okay, yeah. I was gonna say Sunset Boulevard in theaters. Oh,
Didn't you
shit.
see Wizard of
yeah.
Oz too?
I saw it last week.
Oh,
Wizard of Oz
lovely.
For the first time
Lovely.
in theaters. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I also saw One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That's a
like
cool
a couple
movie.
weeks ago.
Cool
That was
classics,
really
bro.
good. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that.
I
one
did
a lot.
not expect to like that as much as I did.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot. Sunset
Rear
Boulevard,
Window?
admittedly, it's just not quite up my alley. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, you
So,
give me
I appreciate it for what it is, but
a detective noir from the 50s. I'm all about that.
I
40s and
watched a
50s.
reaction to the original The Thing movie. I was like, yeah, it looks alright. It was better than I expected just watching it through a reaction. You know, I get cliff notes of the movie.
You said the Thing, and I was thinking the Blob. I'm like, no, come
No,
on.
like the original Thing, it was a cool idea,
Yeah.
but they didn't really. The monster was kind of
Yeah.
underwhelming.
Think
It gets
remake-
hokey.
the
Those,
remake
those
of the
older
Blob-
monster movies, they can't take them like seriously because it gets kind of hokey when they actually start showing the monster. Especially, it's like,
But
well,
I'm-
talk about monster movies. This month they're bringing back. I don't know, what is it?
Fly?
Monster? Jaws. They're bringing back the
oh
original
yeah,
Jaws.
50th, right?
I've
Oh,
never
God
seen the original Jaws. I'm gonna go watch
Really?
that in theaters. Yeah, I'm
Jaws
gonna go-
50th, bro.
that still holds
Yeah.
up,
Dang.
and you don't
And
see it.
Oh yeah. You barely see Jaws. That's why it
Yeah.
holds up.
I just saw a reaction to Jaws 2. I had fond memories of it as a kid, but it gets pretty ridiculous at the end. But you know, after that,
Which one was Michael Caine in?
4, I think, or
Was
3D,
he in 4?
whatever it
Was
was.
it 3D?
I think it was 4.
I can't remember. I just remember
He did
people,
that. Yeah, he did that for the money.
Interview? I remember the interview. It was hilarious. They were like, he's like, so you were in Jaws 3D or whatever it was. He's like, yeah, I don't really remember that, but I do remember the house that it bought. I was like, you are a gem, sir. That was beautiful.
So
Well, I will say, like, some of these older movies, I end up on the drive like home. I end up looking up like, just like people talking about it, and like stuff like The Wizard of Oz was just interesting. Like, the more interesting part was like the making of it and how people got hospitalized, several large actors in the movie and stuff. And you're like, I don't know how the movie was even made. You know, the fact
Yeah.
that so many people like went to the hospital.
I'm with you, Aris. I never got the whole Woody Allen thing. I just never. And now, and then post finding out what a creepy is,
Mhm.
like
he did
it
make
makes
a
it even
good
worse,
movie
but I
though.
never got him.
Match Point
I never
with
got it.
Scarlett Johansson is a really good movie. But
I just meant like early. I got they Hollywood and New York. I just remember, you know, the plays and all that stuff. People love Woody Allen.
So
Never-
speaking of
he never did anything for
movies
me.
and stuff, I don't know if Sandstorm's he probably left. I meant to say this earlier. Him and a girl stopped over, and she never experienced surround sound at home on any level. And
Oh, really?
I showed a bunch of good sounding new movies, and I was like, Dune Part 2. I didn't show the worm riding
Yeah.
scene, but I showed where they're shooting that they're fighting them at the spice collecting machine, and I was like, man, I should have saved this for last because I was gonna show you Jurassic Park, but how's it gonna live up to this we just watched? And I forgot that I got the new 4K one, and they did a little remix and added the bass is definitely better than it was, and so I played that, and I forgot to. My little media player, I had all the movies stopped to resume at a certain point, but I forgot to do Jurassic Park, so I turned it on, and it was like right seconds before the T-Rex shouts at the window after the kid shuts the door, and she jumped like significant, like when it was like she was like just jumped out of her seat from she was so like surprised by it, and I had to replay it because I wanted to show the whole scene. And I asked him afterwards, I was like, well, what did you think? What was your favorite, like, of all the stuff I showed you? She's like, well, Dune was pretty cool, but honestly, Jurassic Park was my favorite. And I'm like, that movie, 28
So the
years
clip.
later, whatever it's been,
Still,
holds up, man. Still held its own. Still, like, makes your hands sweat. Like, still made her jump. And, it was just...
That's because then they actually took the trouble to write a good movie.
Exactly. And
Actually, shocked that Robert agreed with that. I was kind of trying to like bait him.
Well, I don't care for Rebirth, so I agree with you.
there's been some good moments or good visual effects, some good sound design, but listen back to the opening in Jurassic Park with the Universal logo, and you hear all the sounds of the jungle around you. I'm like, when I watch Jurassic World, I don't hear that shit. Like, it might
I mean,
be
Jurassic World, I love that. That's
I
like
have
a
to
big deal.
rewatch
I
some
love
of those scenes because I don't remember being like engulfed. And the coolest thing for me was I was gonna, a goal I had or a hope was that one of them would be like, yeah, it makes you feel like you're in the movie, like in the scene, and just randomly, her name's Jessica. She's just like, yeah, it just feels like you're in the actual movie, and I'm like, exactly. That's exactly what I was hoping someone would say, because that's how I feel every time. Well, not every time, but when you watch a good movie with good sound design, and I was just like,
So like you should watch Mannequin again then.
yes. I watched Conan the Barbarian, and it said it was like a 5 or 7.1 mix. I heard nothing other than like the center channel. There's like no sound effects anywhere else in that movie, but you know, those old movies are like that. But anyway, we'll wrap up the movie discussion. I know Terrell's just really excited.
I'm awake. I swear to God, I'm awake.
I've heard good
I'm
things.
sleeping.
I've heard good things about Fantastic Four and the Naked Gun movie. Like, I haven't heard a bad
Bro,
thing.
Naked Gun was hilarious, man.
I ain't
That
heard a
box
bad
office
thing about either
ain't
movie.
good though.
Hmm?
That box office drop ain't good though. God
No,
dang.
but I've heard
So what
nothing
you
but
want?
positive about.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. That should drop like 67% or something.
I think it was 80.
No, I thought it dropped like 80%.
Yeah.
Was it 80?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was like
Domestically,
really
it was
hard.
80.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
People
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
that was kind of the whole concept of the video I'm making, is like people not going to the movies and just watching movies at home. And I was asking, like, why did you go to the movie recently? Oh, it was date night. Was the only reason they went to see Superman. Otherwise, they're just completely content to watch movies at home on their TV speakers. And I was like, well, hopefully at the end of this, you'll have a different opinion, you know, like,
Yeah,
because there's
sure.
just a whole nother element.
Yeah,
that
but
you're-
they're just gonna go home and be like, "Damn, I don't got no damn speakers like him."
no, but at
I
least
think
I guess we
specifically
gotta
for
make do with this
Fantastic Four,
bullshit.
it's this Marvel phase what do you call it? Fatigue. I don't even think it's superhero fatigue. I just think this phase, these
it doesn't
last
sound
few
like
phases
it
have not
ties
been
into
very
anything
good.
though. Like they didn't.
I mean,
tie
it
I
doesn't
do
really
think,
tie
I
in.
honestly, I think, you know, there's other ones that do really well and stuff, but I think overall, especially after Endgame, I do think it's overall superhero
think so.
fatigue in terms of
That's
like
because
like-
everything is a reboot and a new origin story that we've seen like 5 times already and shit.
No,
you
well,
know,
they
like-
didn't with these. Both Superman.
This
and-
is like, yeah, this was like, I mean, you know, different era, takes place in the 60s and stuff, and that's why I really liked it. But
unless it's
like,
No Way
I mean,
Home or Deadpool, you know, like in Wolverine. Those are definitely the two biggest ones. You know.
Yeah, I mean, those are going to hit.
well, I mean, even though
you
like
think the
other
next
ones-
Avengers
other
ain't gonna
ones
hit?
do-
I think it's gonna hit.
Yeah,
Like-
next Avengers will do $1 billion for sure. But it's just
Right.
like I think you know. but they-
Spider-Man, you think that ain't gonna hit?
apparently-
That's gonna hit.
Supposedly Disney has been tampering their expectations because they said that Fantastic Four exceeded their expectations first weekend. I don't know, but I doubt I doubt they
You-
expected 80% for second weekend though.
I was the biggest problem is you put streaming movie directors into the big movies, and I haven't seen Fantastic Four. Thunderbolts feels like a fucking streaming movie. What do you Captain America is definitely a streaming movie. Like that feels like that should have been on Disney Plus, and
Oh, it is now. Watch it
right,
today.
well, yeah, it's on there now. But
It is
that
because-
movie is
because I
not
don't
good.
feel-
It's not
because-
good. It has
well,
nothing to do with
something like-
Sam Wilson being black and Captain America not being. It's just not a good movie. It's
That whole
bad.
premise sound kind of lame. To me.
Yes.
Like, why even bring back?
and
the
then you got
stupid-
85-year-old Harrison Ford standing in the middle of a street, holding his pants up at the end of the movie. Like, what is this? What am I watching?
You know, specifically Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four are actually some of the higher rated Marvel movies.
Yeah, I mean,
and-
Thunderbolts is a good movie,
so-
but it's just not like it's not a tentpole like big. Let's go to the theaters and watch. It doesn't feel.
It would have been.
There's
a couple
barely
years
any
ago.
action in this shit. There's
That's
barely
what I'm
any
saying.
action.
I think it would have been like 10 years ago. Like if this well, like I think you would have had a way
And
higher.
that's the
I do
problem.
think overall superhero, and I think it's after
Sure,
COVID.
it probably would have done better because people wouldn't have been as. They are fatigued to some extent. I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying they're not good movies. I don't know about Fantastic Four. I don't know.
Well, the
People say
main
it's
reason
good.
people kept going to see the MCU
But-
movies in the theater because they didn't want to be spoiled. They didn't want spoilers. For like,
Yeah.
I gotta go see it, otherwise someone's gonna spoil the plot and they're gonna ruin something for the next movie.
But I don't think that was the thing with like casual because that's who carried most of those films. Just casual people
well, I
going
mean,
to the movies.
still, there's a lot of fear of missing out. There's a lot of. I never heard so many people talk about spoiler warning. I mean, I went and seen Endgame because even though I wasn't the biggest fan, just because I didn't want anything spoiled. I wanted to be able to talk about it and not.
And you know, Endgame was legit. Like, you know, no matter how you view the MCU, like they built that shit up amazingly to Endgame. Like, in
And it
terms
sounds
of
like
the-
DC is going to try to redo the same mistakes of the Snyder. They're going to try to rush to the Justice League and then do the side movies.
Are they?
Like,
Oh,
That's what
I
it
don't know
sounded
about
like.
that.
They're doing one movie a year, and or is it one or
or
two?
maybe
next
that was
year's- next
maybe
year's
somebody
too.
that
Next
was
year's-
somebody.
Next
what-
year's Supergirl and but Clayface is like a small, like horror
Nah,
movie.
I'm mistaken.
basically.
That's what somebody said. I was watching a video.
this,
and that's what
DC's
they,
not doing
That's
that.
what they said they should
Yeah.
do, and I was disagreeing with that person.
Oh,
It wasn't. It
Yeah,
wasn't them. That's right. 'Cause
they're
they're like,
literally
yeah,
not
we
doing
gotta.
that.
But it did sound like they tried to set up. They set up stuff in the Superman movies.
They
Whether
didn't set
Well,
up
they
a
gotta
lot.
fix
They set up
something,
something, but not a
they
lot.
set up Supergirl,
Yeah,
Yeah, that
just
was
super.
it. It wasn't anything
I,
crazy.
and that wasn't really a real setup. It was
Yeah.
just like
It was
You know,
Well,
like,
aren't there,
it's-
hey,
aren't there
by
going to
the
be a
way-
TV series about some of those HBO Max series for a couple of those characters?
well, yeah, you got like they're going to be in like what's his name, season 2 of
like Peacemaker.
Peacemaker season 2. Yeah, like Rick Flag Senior is going to be in because he barely did anything. I was like, damn, because he was doing interviews for Superman and shit. I'm like, okay, he's gonna be a big. He was barely in that fucking movie, and I
Yeah,
guess
he
he's gonna be a
wasn't.
bigger part of season 2 of Peacemaker. So there's stuff like that. Yeah,
Anyway, we better get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm sweating down here. It's been
It's not
heating
late.
up again. We had about a week of nice temps, but yeah. So guess we'll get out of here. Thanks for tuning in, and
You're welcome.
Terrell's playing Donkey Kong, I'm sure.
Obviously.
that direct
And
was Flaming Cheeks.
Man.
I dropped that in Nia's
Stains on my
stream.
ass because how much I shit
Let's go for
myself.
another hour.
Nia had a stream. I dropped that in comments, and people